we shall jump in, remind ourselves of where we were about a mere 4 or 5 days ago, however time works. As we were, let me get my notes, in Redvant. Ah, yes. The fight with some of the rebels that went, okay. There was a plan. You stuck mainly to it, and a bugbear was slain. Gorka, the bugbear from the rivals, was taken out, not by Von, but by Arta. Sure, that won't cause any problems. And after some fun use of the spell Darkness, which will be punished, Eric, the human fighter, got away. He bargained using the lifeless body, or the nearly lifeless body of Zaga, to release from the hold person spell Grokka, so they could carry on their business or get away and find out what was going on. After you, as a group in full disguise, I believe, apart from Otter, who was unknown to this group, apprehended or ambushed at the at Kurda's armory down in the blacksmith quarter of Redvant. We'll jump straight into there, really. There's not much, as you guys are kind of on the hunt after lots of funsies with Death Blooms and elsewhere, back in Redvant, on the hunt of the rivals. We are right after the fight had finished. The human has darted off down an alleyway. He is running. His last action before we finished was to dash and get the hell out of Dodge. So he is running full speed. If there was anything you guys want to do there, the body of the bugbear is lying in the streets, and you know that there was a dwarf, the owner of the shop, who you had spoken to briefly before, who Zaga at least had seen been injured, but at the moment is in the shop, you assume, somewhere. So without further ado, I shall throw over to you guys. What would you like to do?
Zaga wanted to have a look at those gauntlets he saw the bugbear use when he was up close.
Before Zaga gets over to the bugbear, I assume it's in between me and Arthur right now.
Yeah. You were the
because
furthest.
Knocking it back. I turn to Arthur. The bugbear was meant to be mine.
Cool. And then I walk past him and just head towards the shop.
Zaga ignores the argument and heads for the gauntlets.
I ready a frostbite and hit next to Arthur, not actually on Arthur.
Mm-hmm.
Just to get that little bit of anger out for now, and I'm just trying to calm myself down a bit.
I cast Fog Blade at level 1 and then walk into the shop.
Cast Fog Blade?
Fog Cloud.
What I was going to say. Do you actually cast Fog Cloud?
Yeah, I've cast Fog Cloud at level 1 and walk into the shop.
So, Fog Cloud, on your position?
I mean,
Yep.
It's going to cover the whole alley.
Yeah, it's going to cover the whole alley, but just checking.
And
See
How
it.
big is it at level 1?
15 foot, is it?
Oh, no about my question for a meeting.
Fuck, keep asking you questions.
20 foot at level 1 radius.
So yeah, it's going to cover out to most of the of that alleyway, and into the shop. Although because it's radius, it's going to cast into the shop as well as you get in.
Before that, just as I'm activating it, I turn to him and you know that symbol where someone's chatting loads and you move your hand up and down. I look back at him, gesture like that, and then cast it.
You should just give him the shush.
It's just talking shit.
Nice. A fog cloud. It's like as you get towards the bugbear.
As the fog cloud comes up, I am going to cast Destroy Water to dissipate the fog cloud.
Oh.
Fog is moisture, right?
Yeah.
Ow, I bit my tongue.
You deserve that.
It does say on Destroy Water, alternatively, you can destroy fog in a 30-foot cube within range.
Okay. Yeah. There you go. So as the fog goes in, cheeky hand signs given by Arta, you turn and walk Arta as the cloud, as quickly as it fires out, as it sucks up and disappears.
Hey, did I go
Von.
blind for a second? What the fuck?
Just ask Rock to his old tricks.
God damn it.
Used.
Nice. So Arthur, you make your way inside.
Can we do Zagre's thing first while I finish my food?
No. Yeah, I don't.
Is it a delicious cheesecake?
It better
No,
not be.
unfortunately it's not.
I don't want to do Zaga's thing though. Someone push Zaga over. I'll give you advantage in a roll. So you get over to the bugbear. These are going to be useful for you anyway. So you see all this going on. Completely ignore it. Make your way for the bugbear. The bugbear face down. The back of the bugbear, its like fur has pretty much been sizzled off. The smell of burnt flesh and hair from this bugbear as the lightning strike that killed it has left it face down in the dirt. You do notice.
Zaga wonders if cooked bugbear tastes anything like duck.
I would like to walk over to Zaga at this point, just so that I am there in case he tries to eat the bugbear.
He's not going to try and eat the bugbear. He is going for the gauntlets that he saw up close when the bugbear tried to swing at him in the shop. They looked cool, and he wants them.
Pretty.
Did you also get knocked out by those gauntlets?
A bit later, yes.
We don't talk about that.
Faven is there to purely check on Zaga because she obviously saw his lifeless body.
Hey, Faywin. What's up? You want these gauntlets too?
Are you okay, Zaga? I was worried about you.
I mean, it was dicey there for a second, but, you know, I'm okay now. You guys got me out of it.
Zaga, you nearly died and now you're trying to loot. Are you sure that you haven't hit your head?
I mean, you know me. This is a sign I'm perfectly fine.
I like to think that as you are like literally going through trying to pry these gauntlets off his hand, you're having the conversation as you're like, I'm completely fine. Like, trying to free him off.
Yeah, that's exactly what's happening.
Yeah.
I'm just watching all this unfold. The fog cloud, the disappearing fog cloud. I'm standing there shaking my head. Like, what
Chaos.
the fuck?
By this point, as well, as stuff has gone on, if anyone had any idea of following the human, he has disappeared well out of sight. Guy was hiding.
Oh, yeah, no, he done it running.
He's fully gone. Not
But we're all disguised, so I'm not worried about it.
true. So yeah, you pull off the gauntlets with a bit of work. They're like part of the metal and the skin had like all singed together around the joins at the top and bottom. And yeah, like I said, they are almost like half gauntlets. Come down to like mid on the bugbear. Come down to probably a few inches away from his wrist, but only went round kind of the knuckles, left the fingers free. Whether they were supposed to be designed that way, but the fingers were free, and you know that the bugbear had been using his fingernails and claws as part of his weapons. So yeah, they kind of go around the knuckles and come down. They have they're dull at the moment. Whether that's because they're not activated or because their wearer is dead, you're not sure. But you can see that there are like tentacle, what are they called? Like not embossed. There's like raised tentacles that run around it, and you saw them up close. That they were the things that lit up whenever these gauntlets were doing whatever they were supposed to be
See if
done.
it lights up.
Yeah. Shake it. No. There.
Stash it in my backpack for now.
Nice.
And then I see if he's carrying any
Tentacles to
gold.
say.
Give me an investigation check for the gold.
God, you're such a quick looter.
He's a fucking gamer, mate.
That's a 12.
12. Not a lot. There's a small pouch on him, and it has 7 silver in it.
7 silver.
Yeah.
I tossed the silver to Faywin because she's always broke.
Thanks, Saga. I'm not sure that it would have been the same if it had been 7 gold, but I'll take it.
Well, we don't know, do we?
Yeah. Thank you.
But yeah, other than that, pretty bare. The great axe that he had used at some point as well on the bugbear just looks to be a standard great axe. You didn't get any feeling from that. The gauntlets were something that were a little bit special. And as you go through his kit after that, it's like a very we're traveling incredibly light. Got a small pouch with some silver in it, and then there's like a water skin. But apart from that, pretty much
Yeah,
nothing else.
Zaga
on the
doesn't
bugbear.
think he could pick up the great axe, so he's going to leave that alone. And then he'll head over towards the shop where Arthur is, because he saved the dwarf's life and he wants a reward. Hey, Faywin, you coming?
Yes. And then I look over at Ron. Are you close enough to see me?
What? Sorry?
Are you close enough for me to see?
Yeah.
Or are you just sulking in a corner?
I'm pretty much right next to you because I think
Yeah.
Right.
It was all at the south point. Yeah.
I look over at Bonbon. Hey, Bonbon, you want to stab it once for good measure?
I'll just have something else for good measure. Yeah. I'm going to just. Yeah, I'll stay out here.
You can take his head as a prize.
Well, take something back to Viper.
I mutter under my breath, maybe it's not the best idea to carry a murdered bugbear's head if we don't want to be found out for this. And
What was
then
that you
put my
muttered?
emo hair, because I've got emo hair, remember, at the moment.
I know you're dressed like an orc at the moment. You're a big ugly
Yeah.
orc.
Oh, you bastard! I thought you meant the-
A big ugly orc. You're a big ugly orc.
Okay, in that case, I'd like to retract that emo flick, and I'd like
Okay.
to catch my eye and how ugly I am in a window
What?
and wince.
Yeah, you could go for the emo flick because obviously your hair and stuff's actually there, but it doesn't represent. It doesn't like go through. So as an orc, you just kind of move your head or slightly brush your forehead, and that's when you catch yourself. And you're like, oh, yeah,
And I wince because I'm so ugly. And then I just want his anger.
poor orcs. Nice. So you guys make your way. Otter leading up the back, watching the chaos that goes. But Artar, you were the first one into the shop.
So what do I see as I enter the shop?
You see the main hearth in the middle. So the shop you were in before is kind of dominated by this central fire pit, which is where you didn't see, but where the action had gone on. You can see around. There's slight signs of distress, but also it's a very busy shop anyway. So the difference between it being ransacked and it just being normal is like degrees of separation. As you kind of peeking in and looking around, you see on the far side, so if you come in the corner, on the kind of far opposite corner behind the fire pit, you see cowering down the female dwarf, like clutching her hand across her chest, and she's just got an iron poker out pointing towards you. Waiting to see, she hasn't done anything yet, but you can see just down, waiting and looking your direction.
I end the disguised person. Disguised self, even. And I say in Dwarvish, well, you look like shit.
Hey, I feel like shit. You better not be here to fucking take anything, because I will go down swinging, I'll tell you now.
I wasn't planning on it. I mean, the idea didn't cross my mind. But now I'm kind of tempted. And then I go to move my hand out and bring it straight back. Just to, like, be a wind-up. And I say, so what was that all about? You seem, yeah, you're a bit hurt.
I mean, are you fucking with me? I'm assuming you were the ones that they were fucking worried about. They was these.
They were worried.
Well, they come in here. They said someone's fucking following them. That there's something outside, and I've given them up and fucking. Next thing I know, I'm getting stabbed in the hand with my own iron poker.
They weren't very good at... Wait, did you sell them out?
No, I didn't sell them out. I don't know what was going on. As this conversation is going on, the rest of you come in and just hear, well, one, Art speaking a language that... Does anyone else speak Dwarfish?
Faywin does.
That Favorite recognises, no one else does. So you would pick up the tail end of the conversation. No, I didn't sell them out.
I would be staying outside.
Okay. Give me a perception check for staying outside.
I'm also outside.
Okay, those are outside. Roll perception checks for me.
Well, since they've hurt you now, and you can't do work for a bit. Wait, you got stabbed in the hand, didn't you?
Yes.
Oh, well, that's your livelihood down the drain. How would you feel about what's the term? Ratting them out now. No, a little bit of revenge.
Give a shit about them. I'm done with this shit.
Love
I don't
it.
even know why I was doing work for them in the first place.
You were doing work for them.
Yeah, they've come to collect that massive cage out front.
Oh.
What? Where did you even come from? I assumed you were here because you were part of some other thing, but now I'm just starting to
I've
think
been here before.
I see many people come here before.
Wow.
What, just a lucky customer that's come through and got rid of...
Wow, I can't believe I'm speaking Dwarvish to you, and you're saying I look like all the other tieflings that come in. I don't appreciate that.
Like a lot of them tieflings, to be fair.
Zaga pokes Fabian in the ribs and asks her to translate.
Art is being art, and then I turn to the dwarf and just say, "Do you need that hand looked at? Are you okay?"
Hey, I suppose no, it wouldn't be too weird, but slightly odd that you're speaking Dwarf Shadow, and she sees you all coming in, stands up now, and you can see that that where she's clutching across, it's almost like cradling her in hand. You can see the hand is just like blistered and red and like weeping already, where the skin and stuff has been burnt. But other than that, there's like a few cuts, and you can see as she gets to her feet, still holding the poker, pointing it in your general direction, that she is not looking good.
Hey, you're alive! I thought they killed you.
I got a glimpse of you coming, leaving you. I suppose you're the one that come in and stabbed them, right?
Yeah, that was me. You're welcome.
There's not much. I have to say, I'm surprised, little kobold. There's not much love lost normally.
Well, you were here. There were two of them. They were big. I don't like the big ones picking on us little ones.
That I can get behind. Oh, who are you? Why? I mean, I'm assuming you're the ones that they were worried about. Oh, she fixed it. Common, sorry, is what I should say as well when she did that.
Yeah, because Zaga was up.
Yeah. I'm assuming you're the ones that they were worried about, and I don't know what's going on, but I suppose thank you.
Well, I don't know who they were worried about, but we were trying to get some information about that big-ass cage you were building out there.
Yeah, it's and then you sensing that kind of maybe that she either one, not going to get murdered straight away, or two, that just tied anyway, perches herself on a small stool, and the poker drops as like almost like a bit of a walking stick, like a leaning post rather than a I'm going to stab you with it thing. Yeah, that cage, that was honestly, I can't. Part of me can't even remember what the deal was or how it came to be, but yeah, I've been working on that cage day and night for a few days now. Urgent order, they said, and I got it done, but whatever happened, they come back in here and I've just clearly didn't like something, or I'm not even sure they were going to pay for it in the first place, but no. Other than making it to whatever specifications, I tell you, I can't remember anything.
Was it those same two that ordered it from you, or was it somebody else?
I assume so, yes. I can't even... I remember there was a deal. I had to make the cage, and I had the specification, and honestly, right now, that's all I can remember.
Did they give you the specifications on, like, paperwork? Do you still have it?
Oh, yeah. And she, like, rifles around and pulls out, and then kind of, like, puts her hand out. You guys, if you, like, imagine, like, the central half is probably, like, 5 feet across. The fire pit, sorry. She just puts her hand out and makes no attempt to walk around to you, being in the injured party. It's here if you want to have a look.
Zaga looks at Faywin.
I'm sorry, Faywin looks back at Zaga. She just dishes up her dinner.
Okay,
Hey, you like reading stuff? Take it.
I'll put this on the side.
While they're doing that,
Yep.
as Van's outside, I want to go up to him and say, couldn't help notice that exchange between you and the red guy there. What the hell was that all about?
Let's just say I don't like bugbears.
Any particular reason? I mean, I can't say I'm a big fan myself, but...
Back home reasons.
Okay. But what's the deal with you and it?
I wanted to deal the final blow to that bugbear, and
Oh, I
I
got
feel-
you. I got you.
I
You
feel
feel,
he,
feel robbed. Feel robbed of your prize.
exactly.
Yeah, I understand that feeling. Yes, very much. Yeah, there's and then that fog cloud business. The guy seems a bit of a clown to me.
At times, yes. The annoying thing is, he does seem to pull through when he needs to.
Yeah, well,
And partly makes up for the jokey side, but
some people just wait till that opportunity to do this stuff. They take that just to get the plaudits.
that they do.
Might not be wise as hanging around this body though. You know, can't be around here. Gonna catch ourselves some attention we don't need.
Yeah, we need to work out what to do with it, whether to just leave it or work out a way of getting rid of it.
Well, I mean, we can't exactly carry it around with us, can we?
No. Maybe good to contact Viper. But yeah,
Well, I think for now, while they're in there, me and you, we move it underneath that cart if we can. At least keep it
Yeah.
out of the way.
yeah.
So we'll do that while they're in this. So
Cool. Yeah, easy enough to do. Yeah, and it was getting into like the mid afternoon. So whilst people had left the scene, yeah, now that it's quieted down, you're like acutely aware that 100 feet away is the main square, and yeah, maybe having a body out in the open isn't there. So you work together to shift the body out of sight under the cart.
Also, I got a 14 on the perception check.
Nice. Yeah, so with the 14, you kind of pick up that. You don't see anything coming from the direction that the human had run away down to. But yeah, you're starting to pick up the markets that are sounds. And as you're getting towards that kind of later evening, people on shift changes from Beerport will start coming out. And you get the feeling that central square is going to get busier soon. As people start finishing work and start hitting to the inns and taverns and stuff, so it's about you get the feeling that around you is going to get a bit busier, a bit sooner. But nothing kind of spots out, jumps out to you as being kind of watching or alert, or the human returning, I suppose.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, we get the body under the cart.
Cool.
Yeah.
So back inside. So the plans. Gerda hands over the plans, throws them on the side for you guys to look at if you want to have a look at the plans for the cage. You see she starts kind of almost just having a little look, just surveying the shop that she's got here and what's in and what's left and what has just happened, I suppose.
Can we keep these plans?
Yeah, if you want to take that, I've got no need for the plans now. So, to be honest, I don't want to do any work for them for a while. So, yeah, take them.
What are you gonna do with the cage out?
Well, I've got no need for a cage that big. I have no idea what they were going to use it for, but nothing. It's there for them to come and pick up, I suppose, if they want it. But I won't be here to see it.
Did they pay you?
No. I think we were discussing the closing of the contract when one of them got spooked by something, grabbed me, threw me over the fire pit and started shouting about ratting them out and whatever else. Next thing I know, I've got a fire poker in my hand, and then you turned up and stabbed him in the back.
Yeah, you're welcome.
So I don't know. There was a contract. I've made this thing. I've got plans for it. So as far as I'm aware, it was all there. But right now, whether it's, I don't know, today or not, I can't tell you any more details about what was going on with that cart. But who needs it?
You care if we take it with us?
Hey, if you want to take it with you, go for it. I will be closing up shop here as quick as I can, and maybe taking a little vacation.
Any idea where you're gonna go?
Oh,
The lands you stole from my people.
that
Dagger.
that was many hundred years ago, my kobold friend. But yes, the Diamond Mountains. I will make my way there.
Yeah, I hope to see them one day.
Yeah, they are beautiful mountains, but yeah, the people can be a little bit funny. But yes, maybe time to go back and put my smith into use there rather than in this lawless town.
Saga just stands there, still awaiting a reward that he's starting to think isn't coming.
I put my hand on Saga's shoulder. I'm like, right, come on.
Saga looks at Arthur.
I walk out.
Looks at Arthur, looks at the dwarf, and just looks annoyed and turns around.
As we're leaving, I turn around and I just put my thumb up and say in Dwarvish, you should probably get a bandage on that or something.
Yeah,
Gesturing to her hand.
don't worry. I'll sort myself out before I leave.
I wasn't worried. Don't worry. I thought you had it covered.
Yeah. Thank you,
Saga whispers to
Tiefling.
Arthur, was that about my reward?
She said, and I say this in shit. What language do
What language do I speak?
I say this in common, and I whisper it in his ear. I'm like, she said, when you meet her at the mountains, there'll be something for you. Do I need to roll a deception check?
Saga takes this at face value and perks up.
Yeah. So depends if he wants to incite you in meditation for Saga, right?
As I say in Dwarvish to Faye when I'm like, well, that's something we don't have to worry about for at least a little bit.
I'm impressed with your quick thinking, Arthur.
My thinking's always quick. It's just the words and the actions are less quick.
Good job.
As we get outside, Saga looks over to Bonbon. He says, "Hey, Bonbon,
Yes.
do you want to turn into a horse so we can tow this cart? She said we can take it
Where are we going to take the cart?
back to the place that we were staying."
I'm going to disguise self as the bugbear that we killed.
Do you not think it might be a bit obvious if we have the cart? That humanoid ran off, and so I'm sure he would have told someone what happened, and then will we not give away our position if we take the cart to where we're staying?
All I know is they want it, so I don't want them to have it.
I agree. But maybe we need to be a little bit more...
Are you all outside at this point?
Yes.
Maybe we should just tell Viper about the cart and let her worry about that.
I have the plans.
Is there anything interesting on them?
No, they're plans for the cart. It looks like she did a good job.
Yes,
there
there's
anything
nothing
else
extra on the paper anywhere.
Is there anything else on the paper, or is it just the plans for the...
Roll an investigation check.
12.
12. No, they look just like plans that were spec'd to a certain size, and it just states about make sure the lock that it was thick, the iron that was used, and that the locks were to a decent specification.
I relay that to the group.
So are we leaving this thing then?
How
Hey,
far
where'd
are
the
we?
body go?
How? Well, for
The
now we
body's in
put it
the-
under the cart.
Oh, you didn't get rid of it like the last ones?
No,
Why did you
because
mean like the last ones?
Never mind.
how far are we from the tunnels, or would we have to go through the main?
You
entrance?
probably wouldn't get that through the tunnels. Something that wide.
Yeah.
So the tunnels, whilst they're like wider in certain points than others, you're not going to drag a cart through them. They're mainly for people transport. So you'd have to drag that through back to the pub, and just leave a giant cage outside the pub. Or
Can
down
I-
to an entrance of one. But that could be.
How does your telepathy work, Van? Do you have to see the person?
Yeah,
Never mind.
but I've got the sending stone.
Oh, you still got sensor. Okay.
Yeah, and Viper has the other one. So I'm going to contact Viper on the sending stone and say we found out what blacksmith it was, and one of them is dead.
Don't forget to use your call sign.
Oh no, she doesn't know the call sign. It's fine.
She can learn it.
We've got a cage. Do you want it back?
So she will come back to you and says no, they don't want the cage, but they will send someone just to potentially like watch it to see if it gets collected, and advises that maybe that might be the best bet for it, because essentially what we're going to do with a cage.
Yeah. Well, I
and-
mean, it could replace
Put
the
Von
cages
Van
that
in
were
it when you
stolen from
yeah,
from
from the ship.
the Oswald, whatever his name is.
So yeah, she'll advises that they don't. Let's use it as bait more than anything else to clean up your mess. And
Obviously only I
congratulations on
hear,
killing
so I'll relay that to the group.
her. Yeah. But yeah, no, she congratulates you on killing one of them.
I didn't actually ask what to do with the body, but I can't. No, it's only the one talk, isn't it? One back and forth. You can't go any further.
No, I think Ascending Stone is. I don't think it's once a day. I think Ascending Stones are just like telephones.
I thought it was once a day from
Oh, is
what
it?
we looked at previously.
That's correct.
Yeah,
No,
once
but-
sending
you
is
say?
passed through the stones, it can't be used again until the next dawn.
Oh, it is. Yeah. No,
But
that's
it
actually
doesn't
the
say how
message.
long that communication is.
Be a message.
And you can actually send a sending spell from it.
Yeah. So it's 25 words.
Okay. I'll probably use more than 25 there.
Yeah,
but
that's
yeah.
fine. Yeah. So,
Um,
so that's it. She says they'll use it. They'll send someone down to watch it, to use it as bait. Doesn't say anything about the body. Congratulations, you guys, on killing one of the rivals.
Oh, are we heading back?
Yeah, I guess we are for now.
What time is it now?
It'd be getting into probably about 5, 6 p.m. Maybe just a little bit before. So the end of the shift, like 6 are usually when like the shifts and stuff touch it. So not long after 6 p.m., especially in the winter, will be when people start kicking out of their shifts on Beerport and stuff and start hitting streets and hitting the taverns. So yeah, it's about to start getting busy on the streets.
I don't know about you guys, but I don't want to look like this anymore.
I'll clean the disguise off once we get back somewhere safe.
As you guys are discussing the bits as well, you hear just a tap in at the door from Curtis. She just shouts out, "Kobold, I've got something for you."
Zaga perks up and heads towards the door. Hey, what you got?
And she, before you get close, just like throws out a piece of armor towards you. Hits ground. She goes, That's as best as I've got, and I'm not going to need it where I'm going. Have that for, let's say, building relations between pies."
Hey, I knew it was worthwhile saving you. Be safe.
She,
I was hoping she was going to give him the finger.
Certainly you come.
Do I know what this armor is from looking at it?
You would.
Too big for him, that'll suit somebody else.
I'll add it to your carry on. I'll add it to your thing so you can see it after. Your
Okay,
quick list.
fine. I've added strange gauntlets to my inventory.
Yeah. That they'll need to be identified.
But yeah, I take the armor and put it in the bag of holding because I don't think it's gonna fit in my backpack.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and then I come back to the room and say, "We can leave now."
Did Arthur turn into a bugbear again? Disguise himself as a bugbear again?
He said he disguised himself as the
As the
bugbear
one.
we killed.
Yeah.
Do it.
I've just made note of it. I'm not gonna do anything for now, but I made note of it.
I'm not going to do anything at all.
You
You're a
went to
little
the dark
bitch.
side.
Oh,
I mean, I've still got the map from last week, so it makes my life much easier. If we're gonna get the same map out and you kill each other.
Obviously, I've just said that out of character.
Oh,
One van said that out of character as well.
I've added that, Weaver.
Sorry.
That's in your pack
Oh,
now.
appreciate it.
Cool. So you guys, where you going?
Back to the
Back to
Thistle and
do with a drink.
yeah, Fish and Shamrock.
As we're doing that, I kind of ask everyone. I'm like, so those guys were following. Were we supposed to like attack them, or I thought we were, spectating.
No, we're killing them.
Oh,
we were praised for killing them. Well, one of them anyway.
Getting rid of the competition.
it's like gang sign. What's our gang sign? Do we all have to have like red hoods or something?
Aren't you wearing red?
I am
He's
red.
red.
That's not the point. Does that make me like the king of the red hoods because I've got a red head?
Yeah.
Well, I'll mention that to Viper, shall I? That you're now king of the Red Hoods. See how that goes down.
No, it was a question. Vaguely rhetorical, but also kind of not.
Uh-huh.
Are we going through the tunnels or?
I can do.
You can.
well, the entrance to the actual pub is quite near us, isn't it?
Entrance to the pub is the closest way, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because you're in the market square. But yeah, you could go slightly out of your way to get to the tunnels.
Probably best not going through the main entrance if this has just happened and we're going in there. Kind of looks bad. It's probably best going in the back way.
Fine.
Yeah, and Otto, you'll know. So yeah, you can take them out slightly more east towards where the cloud port is, and towards the right towards the river, and you can find one of the entrances that are in the east of the town. Dot your way in and make your way back. Probably take you for diverting out of the way and making your way back a better part of like 45 minutes. So yeah, you get back as the drinking has definitely started within the Red Hood's HQ underneath the Thistle and Shamrock. And as you get closer, you can hear that there's a few beers going on. Some of the shops starting to close down. They tend to not necessarily keep the hours that they want when they're down there. So yeah, there's a bit of merriment going on.
I go straight to the bathroom to wash off the disguise from myself and Hector before I sing.
Oh yeah, it's actually a disguised kit, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sorry, I forgot about that earlier. It means your hair did move.
I
it's
pull
magical.
Zaka to one side.
Mhm.
Zaka, about that Edmund shop, and how you wanted to get your own back and maybe liberate a few bits, right?
Oh, yeah, that motherfucker. He's always trying to rip me off.
Yeah, well, I was a pirate once. I'm always down for that kind of shenanigans.
I had a look when Bomb Bomb was negotiating with him, and he has some weird runes on his walls. I think it might be some kind of security.
Might be something to look into, but I'm definitely down for something like that.
Yeah, I'll see if I can sketch them later. Maybe if Faywin will let me use some paper and a pen. Maybe she'll even be able to identify them. She's always reading books and shit.
Yeah, she seems like a smart girl.
Well, maybe book smart. I don't know about street smart.
There's all kinds of smart in this world.
Yeah, like
Well,
Artie's smart.
I'm gonna go look for Cracker.
Yeah, good luck.
Nice.
I'll go to the bar and get a drink.
Yep, nice. Patch up at the bar, and yeah, grab yourself a drink. Get chat with whoever else is there. Like I said, there's a few people that are in. Looks like there's been a couple of what's the word I'm looking for? A couple of the jobs that have come back in. So a couple of like transport crews that are in. They've made deliveries into Redvant. Will be heading out in the morning. So there's a few more people around than normal. So there's not a lot of tables spare as there have been the last few times you've been in. So yeah, it's a good crack. Cool. What's everyone else doing?
I was going to see if I could get another lockpicking lesson, but
Yeah, you should be able to find. Yeah, if you want to do another hour, you'll be able to get another hour in with Cracker. Roll a persuasion check for me.
persuasion. He's a 23.
23. He it was just closing up the shop as you turn up, and he's like, "Oh, come on, man! I was just about to go for a beer," but you managed to convince him that you'll be the best little learner that he's ever had, and the lesson won't be too bad. He cannot resist your little kobold charm. So yeah, you can mark off another hour of learning.
You know it's the right thing to do, Cracker.
I'm sure you're saying Cracker, but I'm not sure. You know. Doesn't it? Cool. So you can mark off. The rest of everyone going for drinks. You have.
I'm assuming if he's closing up shop, that means everyone else is probably closing up shop at the same time as well now.
Yeah, about that time. There's some bits you can go and look for if you wanted to, but yeah, they all look like they're getting ready to close.
I should clarify, I've ended my disguise self.
Oh yeah, I washed the yellow off. I washed the yellow off after the lockpicking lesson.
Mm-hmm.
If Cracker wants to comment on the yellow look, then he's free to.
He does. He gives you like a hey, whatever makes you happy, man. You want to dress like that? You dress like that, son. Man, son, daughter. I don't
want to stay as the 80s rock star.
Just living it out.
No, I'll get rid of the disguise as well. I'll join lots after a drink.
Nice. So yeah, like I said,
I'll chuck in the coins for.
Yep. Yeah, anyone that's taking any drinks, just throw in a couple of copper for drinks. Like I say, it's straight from the brewery, so it's a lot cheaper to drink here than it is elsewhere. You can get some foods and bits as well if you need. So yeah, just knock off on honesty system. Knock off a couple of gold or a silver to sort your booze out. Are you all sitting together, or at least mildly drinking together?
Yeah, someone can buy me a squash.
You got given 7 silvers earlier.
So
Yeah.
rich.
I'm poor.
Aren't the drinks, isn't it like a pay-as-you-go system where there's like a box where you put your coins in?
Yeah, so
Yeah,
put some
basically.
coins in for me for a squash.
I'm going to put the coins in for the squash for Faywin because she gave me gave Arthur a compliment earlier and he doesn't know how to deal with that.
Thank you, Atta.
How much did I put in there? Do
So
I have money?
yeah, if
It's
you've
only a
got money.
squash. It's just a little bit cordial.
Yeah, it's like a copper for some squash. It's a bit yeah. It's like that bit when it's like, I've only got the black currant I put in other stuff. It's like, yeah, I'll just have that.
Yeah.
Nice. So as you all sit down, having drinks stuff, and like I say, it's super rowdy in the area scene. So there's a nice like hum of noise within the bar, which is good. Viper, you spot come in, and she's holding.
I'm not back yet. I'm still doing this.
For having a drink and stuff, you'll be back like very shortly. You probably follow her in. If by the time people have like, sat down and had a drink, washed stuff off, if you've gone straight and had a thing, straight and had a lesson, you'll be coming back at the end. I'm assuming you guys have had a bit of downtime and a bit of, well, an hour at least of a drink or 2 drinks maybe. As Viper comes in, and you can see she's carrying just a small pouch with her, just like swinging it around her wrist.
Zaga notices the pouch.
You would definitely notice the pouch straight away. She's like, "Well, look who we have here. The unorthodox crew doing it again. I heard from your friend Von Van here that you successfully took down one at least today."
Yeah, we'll go on. The other one ran off like a little bitch.
Yeah, the human, right? We tried to track him, but he absolutely disappeared. I'm worried that they actually have some access to tunnels much like our own. But I mean, one down, still a pretty good shot.
Oh,
He
we're
won't
all
recognize us. We were disguised.
Oh, okay. No, that's good. I mean, well, they won't know it was you per se, but we have been tracking them for a while, so I mean, they shouldn't have been surprised by someone trying to take them.
I think they may have clocked the tracking.
Okay. Well, this is sometimes, it's good to let them know that they're being watched. Gets them on edge a little bit, makes them make mistakes, and clearly, one of their mistakes today led to them one of their pieces being taken off the board. So I think for one, that is definitely something to celebrate. And she pops their pouch down on the table and then gestures over to the bar for someone to bring over. And they bring over like a bottle of clear spirits. Something akin to like a very triple distilled vodka with some glasses. Pours one out for each of you. Decent sized shots, like large shots. Gives one each, and she goes, well, to unorthodox plans come in good every so often. Kind of holds up the cheers you all.
Cheers, her.
Wink.
Arthur raises his hand, but he doesn't actually get a drink.
Nice.
Zaga
He's cutting
knocks
back on
the
his
drink.
drinking.
Yeah.
Zaga knocks back the drink before raising the glass.
Does it?
I'll
Goes,
look
"Oh,
back.
shit."
I'll look back, drink and take out his drink and drink that as well.
Yeah.
I put the glass up to cheers and then hand my drink to Arthur.
You're just
Right.
passing them round.
Arthur hands it to Von Van.
Fuck's sake.
Wow.
Hey, you're a bit annoyed earlier. Take this as a peace offering. I don't know
look
what
at
it.
Arthur,
Yeah.
and
In Elvish, I say breathe.
I take a breath, grab the shot, and take the shot.
Nice. She watches all that happen. Kind of again, is that Viper's got to the point now with you guys where it's just like, okay, who knows? Anything goes with you lot. It's fine. And she pours herself another shot and slow sips that one.
Zaga reaches for the pouch.
Ah, the pouch. Just 1 second.
I grab Zaga's hand as he reaches for the pouch.
That's for everyone, not just you, little kobold.
I'm gonna share it.
I'm sure you were going to share it, but I'd like to make sure everybody knows what's going on first. Whilst we deal with groups within the Red Hoods, everybody is contracted on their own basis and everyone has their own cut of a job, and I'd like to make sure everyone knows what that cut is. It's a way of keeping at least the low-level thievery out of the guild. So, yes, within there is 500 gold. Take your share each, however you wish to divvy up. Equal normally works best, but consider that a down payment on a successful job. We like to see our enemies, like I say, being removed from the board. So good work, and I'm sure we'll be looking at plans again tomorrow for some more, or are we up for talking about some more business evening?
Can I just clarify, Viper?
Mm-hmm.
If we find more of these pieces of the board, is that what you would like us to do? To take them?
Someone will be taking them off the board. You mean?
Yeah, removing the pieces from the board.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%. Yes.
That, okay. We weren't 100%. Well, I don't speak for everybody, but I wasn't 100% sure if that's what you'd want. So it's really good to know.
Yes. Well, I mean, you know how they. You know the way they acted, the way that they have been treating certain people within Redvant, and they've been stepping on some toes. So no, their removal. We would play nicely. We would play nicely, but they don't want to play nicely, and this is the most effective way of removing the problem, shall we say?
Okay. Thank you.
So yes, business now or business tomorrow? I mean, you've got something to celebrate. It's not every day you go for a scouting mission and come back with a scalp.
I'm off for business now. Get it out of the way. Don't know about anyone else.
Is that why you're sat here drinking?
This man can do a lot on a with a belly full of ale. Don't you worry about that.
Yeah.
As this conversation's going on,
Mhm.
Faywin's flicking through her diary from her notes, which
Mhm.
obviously she picked because it's Faywin, and kind of puts her hand up slightly awkwardly, like an annoying little Hermione. Viper. Sorry, one more thing. I love to read, you see, Viper, and I've been trying to find out about something that I saw while we were there. And Zaga, you may be able to tell Viper more about what we saw, but the bugbear that we removed from the board, Faywin likes that.
Mhm.
He had these, I don't know, they were kind of like gauntlets, but they lit up, and it's not anything that I've seen before, and I wondered if maybe you would know what that would be, just because I'm absolutely obsessed with knowing about magic, and I've not seen anything like that before.
Yeah, tell me about my gauntlets.
Oh yes, Zaga, of course you brought them, didn't you? You brought them with you.
I mean, I took them, I claimed them as a prize.
Let's hope they haven't got like tracking magic or something on them. That would be silly.
Yes, I was just
You did
thinking
deserve
the
them,
exact
Zaga.
same
You did a
thing.
really great job. Grin.
There, well, anything of the arcane. It wouldn't be surprising that they had some arcane means. Like I said, we were trying to work out how they were passing on their, at least their telepathic powers. No reason why that wouldn't have stretched into some form of weaponry. But no, not my speciality. But we can have someone have a look at them if you wanted to hand them over, or of course, unless you, between yourselves, is anyone capable of identifying matters of the arcane?
Well, I got this sword a while ago, and I stared at it for like an hour, and then I managed to figure out what it was. So I'll just do the same with my gauntlets.
I mean, you
You
can
did have that magic letter opener as well, remember?
Oh, I've still got that. Wait, do I?
I'm sure that within our group, someone would be able to detect the type of magic.
You sold the dagger for the beans, I think.
Oh, I did.
You did.
Yeah, let her open.
Let her open up.
It was worth it.
Yeah.
It was.
What?
Just detect magic now. Could they use detect magic and be able to tell what it is?
No, detect magic will tell you that it is magic.
Got you.
You can tell the school of magic, can't you? I think.
You can tell the school of magic.
I think you'd need to use like identify. But
Yeah,
that
you need an
has
identifier.
a material component with a cost.
So yeah, it's that, or you put on you just start attuning to the weapons. You just spend time with it to work out what it does. So yeah, if someone's got identify, can do it. They will have someone that can identify for you, if you would like, whilst you're in the pub.
Nah, Zaga doesn't want to share.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Zaga does turn to Faywin. Hey, Faywin, can I take a piece of paper from your book and borrow a pencil?
Faywin clutches the book to her chest. You can borrow my quill and piece of paper, but please just be careful, Zaga.
Yeah, I'm not gonna break anything.
I tear out a page and give it to Zaga with a quill, and as I do that, the plans for the cart thing
Mm-hmm.
are tucked in the diary, and I take them out and I say,
Okay.
Viper, these are the plans for the cage that they were building. The blacksmith wasn't 100% sure what the purpose was, and to be honest, I'm not sure that she knew what fee that she would be giving. I kind of caught the end of that conversation, but it might help if if the guys have been tracking them, you might have more of an idea. And then I hand over the plans.
Yeah, she kind of rolls them out and looks. It says, so the yes, so the blacksmith had nothing useful to say. No information. I mean, is still alive?
So is the
That was the
blacksmith
question.
still-
Sorry, is the blacksmith still alive? Blacksmith still alive.
Zaga's ignoring the conversation now. He's trying to remember the runes and trying to draw them as accurately as he can on the paper.
Nice.
Yes, she's still alive. She's injured, but she did say that she would be shutting up shop and heading back to home. She kind of wanted to get out of Redvant a little as well.
Okay.
I think she said that she was from the Diamond Mountains. So she was gonna
Yes,
head
that would
there
make
for
sense.
a vacation. I mean, she was
But
only
had
shutting
no
up-
affiliation to the group that we're working with didn't have anything else that could have helped understand more.
Arthur, are you here at this point?
He's physically.
I don't think
Whether
I've
he's
gone
present.
anywhere. So yeah,
Yeah.
I would say so.
So at this point, I try to get Arthur's attention. Arthur, did the blacksmith say anything else about when you spoke to her? When I came in, you were speaking Dwarvish. Did she say about how she came about having to do the cage with them, or why?
I don't think I asked. I generally just kind of made jokes about the hole in her hand, which, I mean, that's her living. That probably wasn't a nice thing to do. Yeah.
Faywin. So Viper, I mean, she did say that the reason that they were there and kicking off in quiet fashion was because they thought that she'd ratted them out. So that they thought that she'd told people what she was making for them. I guess that would make sense if you had them tracked, but didn't really say, when I was there at least, what the cage was, that they told her what the cage was for, just that the locks had to be strong and
Looking at these plans, they do. This is for either a larger beast or for multiple humanoids. So, kind of makes sense with what we're seeing. Give me a second, and she leans over and just goes, "Crag!" Waves someone over, and you see dropping down from a bar stool is a dwarf who kind of wanders over, and she leans over, and those that are closest will just hear that she says to him, "Go and check on Kurdas. She's going to be leaving town. Find out any information that she might have on what's going on there, because she may have a little more to tell." And he kind of nods, gives a glance to you guys, and disappears off. And this is, whilst is a dwarf, doesn't have the big beard. It keeps, you can see, still has the 5 o'clock shadow in the stubble coming through as the dwarf beards grow incredibly quickly. But yes, a smaller, whilst stout, still quite slight dwarf. I was about to say the wrong word then. I'm about to call him a thief. Dwarf, yeah, heads off. He kind of gives a passing glance to you guys and disappears off towards the tunnels.
Does Zaga need to roll anything for recalling these rooms?
Zaga does. Give me just an intelligence roll.
Oh, God. Oh, actually, no, that's not too bad. Okay.
Yeah.
That is a 21.
21. You jot down what you think is at least the rooms that you saw on the inside of the shop. And as far as you're concerned, they are pretty bang on for what you'd seen.
Does Zaga need to roll anything to avoid breaking Fabian's quill?
No, unless you're trying to break Fabian's quill, using a pen doesn't require a roll. Much like walking or going to the toilet. But if
Zaga's not very good with pens and things. He doesn't do a whole lot of writing. He might be a little rough with it.
Sorry, do you want to roll that intelligence check at disadvantage then? I don't know how to write things good. No, you've got enough intelligence, I think, to work out how to use a pen.
You snap that pen, I'll snap you.
Just asking for anything. I want to remember these glyphs, but I also want to break the pen because I'm a moron. It's how do these two live in the same world? It's you can break the pen if you want, but you sure as shit ain't remembering anything about those glyphs.
Damn it. Okay, I'll take remembering the glyphs.
You can be a dum-dum if you want. Cool.
Yeah. Just leave it at that for now.
Yeah, nice. So yeah, put that in there. So yeah, you've jotted down at least the one you saw in the shop to the corner, and you feel like you've got pretty good representation for those. You don't know what it means, but you've recalled it enough. So Craig disappears and Viper kind of joins back to the table. She's like, yes, business now, or would you like to enjoy your evening and we'll pick up in the morning?
Well, Pink Hair said he was all about business, so I mean, I'm somewhat of a businessman myself.
You
As
tell me more
I
to do it, bro.
my cloak starts flapping in the wind behind me, but there's no wind.
Well, I mean, let's talk business then. And she pours out some more, essentially vodka for herself. Please, anyone that wants, don't be shy. And then goes and reaches behind and pulls out just a very small little book and flicks through some.
I finish the ale on my tankard. Fill tankard halfway full of vodka.
Nice. That uses up a decent amount of the bowl.
I cast disguise self again, but this time I look exactly like me. Only I've got a pair of glasses on.
Nice. What type of glasses? Like little round.
They don't actually have glass in
Lenses
them
in,
because Arta can see. So yeah, they're just like Harry Potter style round glasses, but with no glass in the middle.
Perfect.
Basically, just looks like they're painted on.
The FM glasses from like 2 FMs
Basically,
ago.
yeah.
I like it. Nice. So yeah, those who want drinks, I've got drinks. As Viper pulls out this like small little book and flicks through some bits, she's like, "So we have picked up some more stuff for a day's worth of work. It does look like the cage, if that indeed what it was, some sort of prison cell is what we're assuming. That is very similar to the item that you know this item, the item that you guys helped steal from the ship but a week ago.
Allegedly.
we know it. Okay.
I didn't see anything.
You
There was all this fog.
All this fog, yes, yeah. So you remember the day well. Anyway, they seem to have been collecting some sort of cages, which led us, as we were tracking, to believe they were taking prisoners or hostages or something, which is where we had lots of missing cases. We have been pinpointing the areas in which that they have been working, and it seems to be the places that are hit most regularly are the beer port, around the beer port at certain times, mainly being the shift over times. So we've had sightings, and we know people have finished shifts and not made it home. So be that 6 in the morning or 6 in the evening. And then also around some of there's a few more quibbles coming from the residential district. Slightly further away, we were originally seeing that they were working close to the Silent Dagger, but now we're seeing reports dotted kind of all over the place of different activities, whether it's people falling ill or people disappearing, or lots of pinpoints, shall we say, lots of mess happening within those areas. So we believe that's going to be the next 2 places to try. We've seen at least 2, if not 3, of the remaining members have been acting within those areas. The tieflings have both been independently spotted. Rather brash, the male tiefling has been out courting attention, but there is also a smaller tabaxi who have been a little more difficult to pinpoint. Seems to be quite quick at eluding and getting away when we have tried to keep track of her or managed to get the tail of her before. So yes, I think either of those points would be great for either, again, a watch that could turn into a scalp, hopefully, or just going out and seeing what you can find. But yes, the beer port or the residential slum is where you. I think we should point you next.
When you say that people are getting ill in those areas, there seem to be ill. What sort of ill are you talking?
There's a variety. Some of it seemed to be sickness. I know you had mentioned something about some disease before, but a lot of it then has also been around kind of like extended forgetfulness, should we say. People losing their way or not remembering where they've been for certain periods of time, as well as then those that appear to be more sick over time. Whether there is some psionic trickery going on, which we know that these guys are into, or there is something else, we don't know. But there's too many cases in a small area for it not to be something messing with us. And if there are people going missing, and we know that this group are trying to collect at least bodies for something, one of these places is going to be the better one to start with. We also, just so you are aware, in case things go a little left field, the warehouse that you made us aware of is definitely being protected by something. We've tried to pierce through the illusionary magic that seems to be surrounding the warehouse to no avail. So just one to watch for if anything were to go down or you were to go towards the warehouse, I would just be very careful. There is something going on there that even we have not been able to pierce yet. Not to say tomorrow we won't be able to, but just a worry, just a warning. I know you like to go off piste occasionally.
It's worth noting. You say they've been sighted separately. I imagine after today, they may well be going around in bigger groups.
This is true. Whatever they are building up towards, though, it seems whatever we've done to try and pin them down, that they still seem to be roaming and making public appearances. So we know that we haven't scared them off yet.
Where did you say you'd seen the male tiefling?
The male tiefling has been seen in both locations. Like I say, a little more brash, that one, than the others. It seems to be whether appointed or just deciding himself some kind of face of this group. We have had no sign and no sightings of the other members you'd mentioned before, the more cloaked figures. But
let's go stab this group in the face then.
I mean, that is definitely a plan.
Sounds good to me.
What do you think, Bonbon? Go after him next?
Take down the head. Yeah. Bowed should be our target.
Akarin.
Or Corin.
For Corin, and I lift up an empty glass on the table.
I shuffle
don't
my
pour
boots
myself
and
on.
say for Corin.
I wish I could give you more information than that, but that's it. So yes, pick a location and go and do what you guys do best, I suppose. Run into trouble. If there's anything we can do, do let us know. We will be trying to again probe a little more into the warehouse and the link to the Silent Dagger. We've been trying to find their tunnels, or at least pierce into their tunnel via our own, but that is slow work with the terrain. So we will do what we can, but you seem to be making good headway here, and long may it continue.
God, this feels like the first time our wonderful, completely orthodox methods are being we're not getting shouted out for it. I don't know how to deal with this. I feel all giddy inside.
Well, you celebrate the wins. For many, it's a surprise for us, but you seem to be you're onto something at least. So keep up the work. Plan however you like to plan. I've given you the information you've got, and if we need anything from us, do let us know. But we will be carrying on. Of course, if there's other work you require, we've got other jobs going on. But I think this seemed to be more suited to your skill set, shall we say? Skill set.
Is Viper leaving now?
Yeah. So I will leave you to this. I'll leave you the rest of the bottle, but Otto has drunk most of it. Enjoy that. And yes, if you need anything, then do let me know. We have the sending stone, or I can be summoned. Enjoy your night's rest. Don't get too drunk. Made you.
Just quickly before you go, Viper, is the alchemist still around? Is it, or is he?
The alchemist
off shift now.
Will be off now. Doesn't partake in the frivolities in the evening, but we should be up early in the morning if you're staying.
Okay. Yeah, no
Hey,
problem.
Bonbon, who was that guy you were telling me about?
Oh, Galen. Yes, Viper said that she'd
Galen.
let me know
Yes.
when he arrives.
Yeah, Galen has not been seen yet, but yes, we'll be sure to let you know when he comes in town. He's quite the character.
All right, later, Viper.
Have a good evening. And she just slinks off the chair and disappears off.
Once Viper leaves, Zaga slides his expertly drawn runes over to Faywin and says, "Hey, Faywin, can you tell me anything about these runes?"
Oh, this is very impressive drawing.
Why, thank you.
Zaga.
And I didn't even break your quill.
I take the quill back.
Since when have you been interested in runes, Saga?
Well, you know, I've always had an appreciation for runes and shit.
Emphasis on the shit. Am I right? And I go to high five. I'm
As
gonna go five. I try to high five Otter.
The most obvious fucking inside check I've ever seen in my entire life. I like runes and shit. I'll be like, inside check now, straight away. 100%. What's going on?
I rolled an Arcana check and I got 25.
25.
So I'll respond to my high five.
Otter leaves Arthur hanging.
Ah,
Arthur brings up its other hand and claps himself and like high fives himself.
25 of those. So you have seen similar. You don't know exactly what the runes do. Like, whilst you're learned, you're not a magic user, but you have seen similar runes before that across Allhearth. In some of the more senior building, like the more council type buildings, where the Commonwealth sit. So some of those areas where you have to have clearance to get in and bits like that, and they've always been pointed out as essentially like defensive magical glyphs, whether they have certain areas of effect or fire off certain things. They're there to protect, and they were there in certain of the buildings. There's a similar style. Not exactly the same, but you recognise that sort of glyph, and from what Zaga would explain to where he's seen it, yeah, you get the feeling that it's...
Where he's seen it. Not the thing.
Oh, okay. So,
I mean, can I do an insight check on that? Because it wasn't the most convincing of answer
yeah.
from Saga.
While they do this, I take the money pouch.
Because I am suspicious of him anyway from before.
Yeah.
I've not got over it.
Noticed that Otter has reached for the
No,
money.
I take the money pouch and I divide it all equally.
Yeah.
Between everyone.
That's 17.
17, so... Zaga.
I mean, Bon was in the shop and didn't notice that Zaga was eyeing up these runes. But
I was trying to get potions and shit.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to contest this check because I'm not going to win it.
Yeah. Cool. So yeah, you know that
Something fishy's going on.
Yeah, the dots join for you pretty quickly on like. Well, hang on a minute. Where would he have seen the runes? Like where? And you would have spotted them as you went into the shop as well.
So I tell Zaga that I've seen similar runes in Allhearth, and it's usually, and this is in earshot of Bon. It's usually if they're protecting something, blah blah blah, a bit like a key card.
Would you know how to counteract them?
Oh, I don't use magic, Zaga, so I'm not really sure, but I think that's as far as I can go with 20.
Oh, you've been very helpful, Faywin. Thank you.
Why do you ask, Zaga? I didn't know you were interested in runes.
Oh yeah, I love runes and shit.
Oh, really?
All the runes.
And all the shit?
I mean, all the shit that comes with runes.
I love runes and shit. It's such a
Maybe
lie.
you should ask him. And then I gesture over to Otto.
Mhm.
You're a warlock, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know about runes?
And shit.
Can't say I'm that familiar with these runes now.
I'll keep asking around. Somebody will be able to help me out and give me more information.
I mean, depending on where you've seen them, maybe inscribed on something or in a building or something. It may be worth
saw
just
them in a
asking.
book.
In a book?
I didn't
have
know
a
you could
book?
read, Zaga.
I can read,
You have a book?
and it was a
Can
book
I
with
read the
pictures.
book? Can I read it, Zaga?
Oh, I didn't bring it with me, I'm afraid.
Oh. Oh, that is a real shame. But maybe you could just ask. I mean, as I've said, it's kind of like a protection thing. You could maybe ask how they work. And I mean, if you do find somebody who knows, I would absolutely love to know as well.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure I'll fill you in if I find out.
Okay, great.
Orc, I thought you said you found them in that shop.
What shop?
That Edmund shop that we're gonna...
The magic
Yeah.
shop.
Mm-hmm.
God damn it, Honor.
Well, I didn't realize this was a secret. I thought we were gonna go fuck them up.
Fun.
These are the goody goodies.
Oh.
Did you
Oh,
know
right,
about
you
the
never told me this.
shop?
I did not know about this. No.
I can't believe you do that, Zaga. What have we been teaching you?
You
The
okay?
guy seems like an ass, overcharging. He deserves to get
Right?
a bit of
Armband, you remember how much he asked for those arrows with vials on them?
I do remember how much he asked for those arrows, but
I mean, what's-
there's
bring it
no
down to pay.
reason to rob the man, and especially
There's every reason to rob the man. Every reason.
I don't wanna-
He robs customers. We rob him. You know.
Look,
That's
if you
Quid
exactly
pro
right.
quo.
If you want to compete in business with him, you can open up your own shop. But I don't think a
I'm
hard
not on
working
about going
man.
into business against him. I'm just on about taking him out of business.
I don't want to guilt anyone into anything or anything like that.
But
But Corin really wanted to rob this shop when he was still with us.
don't you dare use Corin's name against this.
can I do an insight check to see whether that's true?
Yeah, this current guy seems like my kind of guy.
That is an arsehole. You would like him.
I did an insight check. That was a 12.
I mean, you know Corin was a thief.
Yeah.
Yeah, but context. Art doesn't know that you agreed to it.
Wait, because there's no. I mean, you could essentially, yeah. With an insight, he's not lying, and he wants you to do it. So I'm pretty sure he's not going to contest it. So yeah,
I
you,
don't think he's lying. I mean, would he besmirch the
good name.
name of his dear friend?
So is
And then
that
I kind of hold my holy item because you know I keep forgetting
Keep
that
forgetting
I'm
you're.
supposed to do priesty god shit.
So Zaga, let me get this right. You've seen these runes, which I've told you what they are, but you've seen them in the magic shop, which you and Ottar want to rob in the name of Corin?
Well, Corin wanted to rob the shop when he was still with us. And then we were in
Need
there
I
earlier,
remind you, we're currently in a thieves guild.
and we're in a thieves guild, so don't get all snooty. And when we were in the shop earlier, I was looking around, to see if it looked defended, and these runes were on the wall.
Okay, so firstly, I'm offended that you're calling me snooty when I'm trying to help you, Zaga. I'm trying to understand
That's a pretty snooty tone.
where I snatched the piece of paper with the runes on it.
Hey, give me that back!
I hold it up so he can't reach.
God damn it! He's jumping.
You would
it's
do
fully
well, Zaga,
committed.
to remember your manners, Thieves Guild or not.
Can I snatch the piece of paper out? of
No, you
Fionn's hands?
cannot. I'd like to contest that for a dex check.
Be a
The
dex.
paper rips in half.
Or what would be the check?
It'd be dex versus dex because you're trying to whip it quickly.
23.
I'm gonna lose this, I bet. What's my thingy?
I'm a fucking
Dex
ass.
28.
Except when you're crossing rivers.
Except an athlete, not
Ouch.
Not 20.
Oh, but that 20s don't work on ability check. On
It doesn't. Okay, it's fine. That'll be +2, so it'll be 22.
yeah.
23.
On attacks it does, but technically on ability checks. And whilst I'd love to,
No, that's fine.
Oh,
If
no,
that's
the
the rule,
20.
that's fine.
I like the idea that you try and grab it and she whips it away just quick enough. I think you get your fingers on it, and you're like, haha, and then it just disappears between your old man, like sailors, tough old sailors' fingers. Grip of paper is not so good.
Not good with my nimble elf fingers.
So are you saying you won't do it?
I look at Ron.
I want nothing to do with this. And
Then, oh god.
Well, too many people would be a bit noisy anyway. I think this is a 2 or 3 man job.
Yeah, I'm not in for this one.
you really think messing with magic runes you know nothing about is a smart idea?
I know nothing about them yet.
In Elvish, I say to Ron, you know they're gonna do this anyway.
In Elvish, I say, yes, we are.
Fuck! I snapped my head towards Otter, like, what the fuck?
Also, now what I have to say, once we find out what the runes are.
Can I have my paper back, please?
No. And then that was in common. And then in Elvish, I look at Otter. We've lost enough people. And if you're going to start messing with magic runes, he, meaning Zaga, has to be kept safe. I know that he will end up doing whatever he wants anyway, but it's really important that he doesn't get hurt. And when you're messing with magic, you don't know what you're messing with.
Again, in Elvish, well, of course, you know, a job like this would have to be properly done, and if it's not properly done, then it wouldn't be going ahead.
Where did you learn Elvish?
I sailed with many people from many places. I pick up these things.
I thought elves couldn't swim. That's why they're in forests.
I mean, we've seen the Feywind can't swim.
Exactly. That was like anecdotal evidence.
You visit many places, Ada, as a pirate.
What else can you speak?
Not to the hairdresser, I'll tell you that much.
Feywind smirks.
Give me my paper!
I
Still
found
jumping
it,
futilely.
and I put it inside my inside pocket.
I am not concerned with my my vanity as much as you seem to be, Ada.
I was gonna give you a gift. You're not getting it now.
I'm keeping these safe, Zaga.
Zaga looks very angry.
You having this conversation in the bar as well, I'm assuming? Like out loud. Not out loud as in as loud as
definitely.
yeah.
And
It's much more fun that way.
quite. I'm not very intoxicated. I am intoxicated. But I'm not very drunk. So I'll be on the louder side, I guess.
I haven't had any drinks, so I'm not being obnoxiously drunk.
I mean, Feywind just being obnoxious.
Paper back. I want to know what you can speak, Otter. What languages can you speak?
That's for me to know. You to find out.
Okay. In Draconic, I would like to say, can you understand me now?
Hey! Yes, I understand you. Give me my paper.
You've all just got one language you can all speak with each other.
I tell Zaga to sit down and behave. You can have it later. There's a lot of people. Are there people looking at us at this point if we are speaking loudly?
As you ask that question, as you kind of settle and sit, so the pub is just like a group of, or the pub, that this like mess hall area is just a group of like round tables that sit back to back to back with people. Some will get pushed together, some will get pulled apart, and the setup's kind of different each time. As you were like on one of the end tables, one of the last three ones, as you like finish this and turn around and look, you realise on the table next to you, there's a group of people having a chat, but there's one figure that's just sat looking at your table, just not saying anything, just like essentially, yeah, hand on chin, just leaning, just listening to your conversation as it goes on.
Okay,
What does this fella look like?
This looks has their hood still up, not all the way over, so you can't see anything. Just to like the top of the head, and you can see they look like an elf, little bit paler skin than Von. Slightly.
Do I notice this?
Yeah. Well, as the conversation you are slightly intoxicated. If one of two of you were to like, you know that bit where you muck around, you stop, and then you have that realization moment. Feywind like clocks that this person's looking, so it's only if like if a few of you were to like, well, Feywind's looking, so I follow Feywind's eye line, then you kind of see that this person's just sat watching you.
Yeah, I put it on my inside pocket.
Zaga
And then
looks at this guy and says, "Hey, do you know anything about runes?"
I know a lot about runes. I heard you maybe have a job.
Maybe. You're gonna be here in future. We might discuss it with you.
I'm here all the time.
Hey, Otter, do you know this guy?
But I know this guy.
You have
No, I don't know this
seen-
guy, Saga.
You have seen this this figure around, not regularly, and not that they are. They're part of groups that maybe you've been part of, and then they disappear as quickly as they come into groups. So you've seen them once or twice, but it's not like one of the runners, like one of the, because you would have come in as part of the transport crews. Transport crews are all very like chummy, all very loud, like a beer. This person is much more like not the timid side, but on the quiet side, a bit more mysterious.
What's your name, friend?
The name, the name we use here, is Shadow. I may have interest in helping you out with a little job if there's some thievery required.
Hey, Shadow, that sounds good. These guys are goody goodies. When we get to planning the job, we'll definitely come find you. What could go wrong?
Yes, it sounds from watching what's going on here quite a lot. But yes, if there's any, if you need an extra man for the crew, someone who understands, then do let me know. I do love a little heist on certain establishments where the goods are of higher value.
You're my kind of help.
As the kobold says, when we get around to doing this job, we'll come find you and we'll speak to you about it.
As I say, you're my kind of help. I turn and look at Fagan.
Fabian pokes her tongue out at Saga.
And then, the figure takes what's left, and they look like they're drinking like a whiskey type liquid. Only had a small amount in the cup. Just finishes off and says, "Well, I'll be heading off for the evening. I'll be seeing you around."
Yeah.
Till later,
See you later.
Shadow.
And then they wander off. You roll a history check, Otar. History's a bit of a weird one, but history's the best one probably.
That's a straight 13. I don't have a modifier.
13. All you know about this, say, the odd passing conversation you've been in, but again, in group chat, hasn't really said that much. The only time you remember working with this character was them passing information or being in the room as information is passed out, that round room where there's always like 2 or 3 in there and people are being given jobs. They've been in there for a job, which you assume means that they were passing on some of the information or there to make sure that the information was passed on correctly. That they're not a runner, that they are someone that is either like a scout or someone that does that gets information and disappears. That's their skill set rather than being someone that's of brute force. The Red Hoods have people that kind of fit all the different slots for different jobs, where you guys are kind of enforcers now. Like people like Shadow probably got information on the rivals to give to you to pass on to the enforcers to go out and do the jobs. But yeah, you haven't dealt with them a lot. Cool.
At this point, Saga is going to get out the armor that he was given. Just going to take a look over it. Hey, this is a real fancy material. Look at this. It's pretty light too.
Someone's been reading the description.
But it's not the kind of thing I think I'm used to wearing. I don't know if I can make the most of it.
I mean, it might fit Hector.
Hector jumps out of my pocket in excitement.
It's a massive breastplate.
He's still very impressed.
Okay. But yeah, as Zaga gets out, it's this like gleaming, almost looks like it's never seen battle, freshly minted breastplate, and those that pick up and move, it is, whilst it looks to be solid, is incredibly light, fairly flexible.
You could probably wear this under regular clothes if it was your type of thing. Does anyone want to buy it?
Buy it.
Hey, look at the workmanship. This is quality stuff.
I'll take it off you for your runes page back.
You will not. And then I look around the table and I remember that Arta stole my crab leg.
Everyone.
Bonbon tried to probe my mind.
Mm-hmm.
That Otar spoke bad about Corin.
I never spoke bad about Corin.
I'm pretty sure he did. Towards Faywin early on. Something pissed her off. And then I look back at Faywin and I'm like, fuck. I don't want to give this to any of these guys.
Mm-hmm.
Fine, I don't care. I can't wear this. I dump it on the table. You like to discuss it. Give me my page back.
So one of us can have this, or
That's between you guys.
Yeah.
I'm gonna figure out what these gauntlets do, and then I put them on.
Nice.
Rock, paper, scissors?
Yeah, you're not going to have a look over it. If anyone wants to, it's something you don't have to do necessarily now. We can. Well, are you gonna sit and drink here? You're gonna take a long rest because we're about time for a break. So if someone wants to, if you individually want to have a look at the mithril armor
I think
breastplate,
we plan to take a long rest. I plan to take a long rest after I spent a while trying to figure out what these things do.
yeah. So that's what I mean. You can have a few more drinks and stuff and sit here and then take a long rest and go into have an evening drinking, unless there's other things you want to do. But yeah, we can take the break now, I suppose. And those that want to, have a look at the mithril armor breastplate. It is a 14 plus dex modifier.
They can all wear it because it's medium, but
It's
I can't.
medium, yeah.
What's the AC on it?
14 plus your
14
dex.
plus max 2 dex. I think
No,
for
that's-
all of you it'd bump, or all of you except Arta maybe it'd
Yeah.
bump your AC by
It
1.
doesn't have the stealth disadvantage.
I
Oh,
like
yes.
jingling anyway, so he doesn't mind
it's your
the
favourite thing.
stealth disadvantage.
They'll be
Yeah,
the same as I am now anyway. But if it's no stealth, then
Yeah, if it takes away disadvantage on stuff. But yeah, have a look. Let's take a break, have a wee break, and then we shall be back. We can do the long rest and then pick up.
Yeah, no, I'll stick with the whole idea of not wearing metal armor
Mhm.
and let Faywin take the armor.
thank you.
I will take that armor. Thank you very much.
It was a mithril.
Hey, with
Mithril
being too nice for somebody again.
breastplate.
Do I have
Can I
to
get my
do-
paper back now?
No. Do I have to do anything?
Yeah, put it on your character, and then go into equipment and press the little button next to it so it highlights.
Got ya.
Oh, you're wearing
That
it.
means you're wearing it.
Oh, it looks lovely. Let me put my cloak back over it.
Yeah, it goes underneath.
I
I
go
think
to
it's
the
it's the same stuff. The chain shirt of it is essentially the Frodo shirt.
I get changed in the bathroom because I'm a lady.
I'm a lady.
I'm a lady.
Nice. So yeah, you this shadow character disappears off. You guys carry on drinking, and then you work. Are you going to spend an hour working out what the gauntlets are?
Yeah, Zaga's put them on, and he's just like punching the air and stuff, trying to make them light up.
Nice.
I'm just imagining like a move in Street Fighter where they do like a spin and punch up.
Well, first,
Rocky montage incoming.
at first they're like you're just gripping onto them as well because they're massive and they're not really working. The more you kind of like try and do the things that they were doing with them, that the bugbear was, you then notice like after like about half an hour, 45 minutes that they're like, oh, they seem to be getting smaller as they're like slowly molding their way to your hands.
While he's playing with them, I'm gonna trace over the runes from his piece of paper into my diary.
Mhm.
If I'm
Hoping that he doesn't notice.
yeah.
Zaga is distracted,
You are.
and he's like concentrating really hard, trying to make them light up in
Yeah.
his brain.
I can do it.
Do I have to roll anything to avoid shitting myself?
Again, like normally control of bowels is pretty. You put it down
I
as
don't know,
normal.
he's training pretty hard.
Yeah, I mean you can if you want. If you want to put yourself in front of all these people.
Do you have pants on?
I've got studded leather armor on.
Oh, he's like Yoshi. He's just got a t-shirt and he's knob out. Cool.
Little dragon cock waving everywhere.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone's like
Alex
cheering.
Axis.
Cool. Right, yeah, so we'll say that you spend at least an hour doing those, working them out. I've just added them to your bag so you can have a look at them. You might want to have a look at them and actually decide if you do or do not want. And again, it's another one to pass around, but at least you'll know what they do.
Yeah. I figured these are for a barbarian or something, but
Zaga's going to look so cute with these giant gloves on.
Well, they're magical. So after the hour, the giant, even you guys notice of him mucking around when he comes back and he's like, I think I've worked out what they are. They fit to his size. So magical items will, when attuned.
There's no chance of anybody else wearing them then, no, is it?
Well, again, the same process can happen again.
When he's finished faffing around, I slide the piece of paper back to him.
hey, it's about damn time.
I pull it back.
What?
Manners, Zaga.
Give me the damn paper.
I screw it up in a ball and I throw it at him.
I carefully unball the paper and try and smooth that.
Try to smooth it out. He loved that piece of paper. That's mean. Nice.
I put the paper back in my bag, and yes, I am going to keep the gauntlet.
Cool. So yeah, so I've got some sweet gauntlets. Anyone want anything else, or are you gonna slowly drink yourself silly until you're ready for bed, guys?
Zaga wants to go find something he can grapple.
It wants to find something he can grapple
Yeah,
in the night.
sure.
No, it's a
Are
question.
there any weak-looking halflings around?
Have to look in the forest.
No, we left one to die in the forest.
No, weekly. There's some drunk ones looking around though.
No, you'll save it for later.
I mean, I definitely think you should try.
He
and
feels
text them.
like, though, if he grapples something with these new gloves, he can do some shit. And maybe they'll light up for him.
I mean, you want to test those things out? I'm up for a bit of sparring.
And on that note, I would like to go to bed.
Once the guys start wrestling, that's time for bed. Cool. So those of you who don't want to go to sleep can hit your long rest.
Yeah, Zaga will go off to get some sleep.
Nice.
Let's see.
Pussy. What? Little bitch. Nice. So yeah, take your long rest. You've had an evening of some drinky pools, a little chat, and you, less and less looks. Like the more, what's the second night you've been in there now? News spreads as well of people finishing certain jobs. So you get a few like little nods from people here and there. Not that you know anyone, but yeah, you're becoming, as each day passes, less and less of the outsiders. But yeah, you wake up. Well, I'm assuming you went to bed not too late, so you wake up nice and early in the morning. Maybe a little foggy for one or two of you after the vodka kicks in. On the next day, he goes to the calendar. The day is that was day number 13. It wasn't unlucky for some. Damn, apart from the bugbear.
It was unlucky for me not getting the bugbear.
Oh yeah, true. Okay, fair enough. Day 14, 2 weeks. Look how powerful you are. After 2 weeks, yeah, you're awake. You hear again though there are a few more people because it was a bit busier last night. A few more people in there. Some of the larger runners, some of the larger why can I not think of the fucking word for them? The people that run with the carriages and stuff. They were in there. Some bigger like orcs and some larger humanoids. Big snorers. So sleep wasn't as restful as you would like it to be. The elves that only take half their rest easily get that. But yeah, you had to deal with a few more ruffians in the shared accommodation areas than you have the previous night.
I feel right at home.
Yeah.
with ruffians.
Oh yeah. It's like I had a good couple of beers and then one just crashes out. A couple of big snores. But yeah, you awake on day 14. Food is served as it was the day before in the area. It's up to you for what you guys want to do this morning. You can just make a plan and head out. You can ask for some more information. I'll leave it to you.
Because Hector is getting fat, before everybody else woke up, he's now running laps of the room.
Okay.
Just having a little run.
Get him a wheel.
Install a wheel in my pocket.
It's
And
still
I
a
will
wheel in my
reward-
pocket.
I'll reward him food
This is a
when he's
fantasy
done
game.
his
isn't it?
laps.
Okay. Just to get him some exercise so he's not living in your
Yeah.
pocket.
Don't exercise to lose weight and give him food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zaga's going to go to the buffet and see if there's any duck.
Roll an investigation check. Oh no, sorry, no, not investigation. Just roll a d20.
Oh, just a...
Yeah, it's just luck. I said investigate, I meant luck.
17.
17. As you get down there, you see the chicken that was there the day before has been thrown away. That's all gone. There's some porks in there, something that looks a bit more like beef, and then you see some of the darker legs of a bird. And you're like, oh. As you spot it and you're making your way down, it's like family buffet style, right? So everyone's walking down an aisle, and as you see, like there's a few legs there. One leg gets taken, and you're like, answering to get there. Second leg gets taken. So by the time you get round to the buffet, there's just one single, what looks to be duck leg awaiting you.
I snatched the leg.
And someone was like reaching, not realizing how small you were. Well, like there was an elf that was reaching over you, snatch it. It's like, whoa, sorry, my little man.
Hey, no problem. And then I looked to see if there's any staff manning the buffet.
No, there's just the one person that's up manning the bar in the morning, but there's no one there like sorting the food. But you can ask them, I suppose.
Hey, you got any more of this?
No, you're a fan of the duck, are you?
Hell yeah!
Yeah, we had someone asking for it, so we got some in, but it seems to be, you put something new on the platter and it all goes quick, sharp, doesn't it? So, no, that's the
God
last
damn it,
lot.
what time do you put this stuff out?
Early. We got the first crews go out just after the sun's coming up, so yeah, we tend to get the food down here about then, about I don't know, 5:30, 6 in the morning.
How do I know when the sun goes up? We're on the ground.
Oh, you just get a feel for it after a while, don't you? We can, you have to, I don't know, keep checking, wake yourself up every so often.
You're gonna have to. Okay. I take my one duck leg.
It's good though, that duck leg. As you're looking at it, you're just like salivating before you even pop it in your mouth.
Hector runs up to Zaga and snatches it from his mouth.
Do you really want Hector to
Hector
get in this
will
in the
die.
way? Yeah. Does Hector want to die today? Oh no. Today's the day. Nice. So you wake up for breakfast, head your way down. Zaga's looking pretty happy with himself. Probably one of the first ones down, I would have thought. Fueled
Is
by
Viper
food.
about?
Viper's not around there, but you can ask to have her appear. She doesn't.
No.
She's not around in the mess hall. She does. She like floats in and out. You see, when she spends time, it's for like specific reasons. It got very much a feel of like management hitting the floor for like a very small amount of time, and then doesn't stay too long to get caught up in anything. Disappears like a cool boss. But no.
I got some salted pork and a bun
Oh yeah,
for breakfast.
I'm hungry.
So, what do you guys want to do today? We're going to play Foul Guy. Is that what you want?
I want to get him. Let's go.
I think it makes sense going for that.
Daylight? Is daylight the right time to go? I thought we were being super sneaky, and as I say that, you can hear the jingle of my armor.
Trying to eat over it as it's like the chest plate's like getting up into your chin. You're like, oh shit.
There's like bits of breakfast on the has gone down the bit where it connects to my chest.
Nice. Set that for later.
Daylight's probably when they're most relaxed and least guarded, so it might not be the safest for us, but it's also not going to be the safest for them. That's just my opinion, anyway.
No, I agree. I think it's good to go out in the daytime for this. At least scout out the areas to see if we do sight them at all.
Where are we heading? Over to the beer port or the residential area?
Well,
I think-
you guys know this guy a bit more than me. You guys know him better than I do, so I'll leave this up to you.
Well, we missed the first shift change probably at the beer port. So we might be better off at the residential district.
I mean, yeah, we can try the residential for now, and then as it gets closer to the changeover, head towards the beer port.
Sounds like a plan.
Did someone say beer? Oh wait, no, hold on. I'm cutting back.
You're cutting back? Why?
Got to keep on my toes, you know. I'm like at the moment I'm a bit like a lazy bear, whereas I want to be like a nimble cat, but
You
like
only
more
usually-
nimble than Von Van when he is a cat.
You only usually have one beer and disappear anyway.
Yeah, it could be. It's expensive. I'm getting to an age now where my metabolism just doesn't keep up. I want to stay trim.
Hey, can we keep this in fantasy, please? Stop attacking us.
No comment.
Yeah. Oh, good. I feel unseen. Nice. So what's the plan? Sorry, I interrupted.
I want to. Well, before heading out, I'm guessing nothing's open yet in terms of the stalls and stuff like
No,
that.
some of them start to open out. Yeah, because you didn't get up. You didn't essentially say that you wanted to get up super early or anything. So I'm assuming you're getting
Okay.
up just before, at about the same time as before, 8, 9 o'clock. So some of the stores are starting to open.
Okay. So I want to, obviously seeing this new armor and Faywin getting new armor, I'm kind of thinking, like, do you know what? I could probably do with a little bit better protection. I'm going to try and find some hide armor from one of the stalls, hopefully.
Okay. Yeah, as you go around you catch opening a store you haven't been into yet. The Silk and Dagger Emporium. You see a halfling it catches your eye because they're struggling to like open the store. The store as they're opening the front out of this almost looks like a giant wardrobe, like massive wardrobe there is. And they're pulling the two big doors open. Inside is just full of like cloths and different material types and different gowns or cloaks or whatever else. As they pull these two big doors back, one of the scarves falls down. They're trying to flick it over the hook at the top. It's like fucking. For fuck's sake, fucking get this thing up. And making a bit of a racket trying to do so. But yeah, you did notice that stall is called the Silk and Dagger Emporium, which I think you were told does essentially like specialist clothing and tailoring for clothing, but may well do a little bit of definitely not metalwork armor, but hide armor potentially.
Hi, do you need some help with that there? Here, let me give you a hand.
You couldn't throw that up there for us, could you?
Of course.
It's probably, how do you age a halfling? Around the same age as that Corin would have been, so like late 30s, female halfling. And she goes,
I think I was about 70 something.
how was it? What?
I think it's about 70 something. I think they're about 150 the lifespan.
Oh, yeah, so it's a bit longer. Yeah, so she would be, probably like 50, 60 in halfling years, but that looks to be like mid-30s, late 30s.
Is she cute?
It depends on your definition of cute, I suppose.
Does Von Van find her cute?
Well, you don't know because you're not there.
I'm getting jealous.
As she passes you the scarf, so you can lean over. She goes, I'll tell you what, that one always lets me down, that one. How can I help you anyway? We're just opening up this morning.
Oh, good that you just opening. I wanted to inquire whether you had any hide armor in stock at the moment.
Hide? Well, we've got a little bit. Well, we can maybe do some. Yeah, let me see what I've got in there. We tend to do. clothes, hidden garments, pockets, your likes. But I might have something. Just give me a second. And she dives into the back to find out some stuff. And she comes out and pulls out some armor and then looks at it and just darts back down again. Flaps it a bit, comes out. It's a little bit dusty. She's like, "Oh, this looks like about your size," and passes it up to you. And it is a set of hide armor, maybe a little bit larger than you are, that you might be able to get tailored down.
Seems slightly too large. Would you be able to maybe tailor it down a little bit? Just.
I can do a little bit of tailoring. You want anything special? Hides it's a nice little material to use. I can do a little bit of work for you. There's some extra bits we could add today if you want.
Is Zaga around?
No, unless otherwise said, I'm assuming you guys stayed at dinner table.
Fair enough. If Zaga was around, he'd have asked for a customization with natural blonde printed on there somewhere.
Ah, yes.
This is exactly why I did not take Zaga with me.
Zaga was not required for this.
What sorts of customizations were you thinking? Do you have in mind? You can do.
Lots of different things we can. I myself specialize with the thieves guild. You know what the thieves are like. We can get little bits of just some hidden pockets, ways of maybe concealing certain weapons. What's your weapon of choice?
Well, I mean, I have a scimitar at the moment, but
Nothing
I was
smaller.
I mean, not necessarily going to go smaller. I was thinking of picking myself up a quarterstaff at some point instead.
Oh, that's not going to help for what I was thinking.
But yeah, no, exactly. It's not really. Do you know what? I think I'll just go with the basic design for now. Maybe if I need to get anything added in the future.
Yeah, we can look at
back.
adding some bits in there. I'm just looking at hide armor. Are you sure hide armor is going to help you?
A little bit.
Oh, okay.
You're probably better off with studded leather.
Yeah. Oh, is it going to literally beat up one?
Yeah,
Okay.
but it's worth it for just having that one.
Mm-hmm. Well, let me know if there's anything you want. I can add to this. We can add some ways of concealing certain items if you want. So there's there's some stuff I can do. I like to at least leave it open for you. If you just want this basic armor, that's fair enough. And she goes and looks at it and goes, "Hey, it's been back here a little while. I'll set you back about 5 gold pieces."
Okay. And I guess I'm going to need this leather armor anymore. If you want to take this and use it for scraps or anything, if you do what you can with it.
Yeah, she takes it off and it's like, gives it little, it's like from a far sniff. Oh, okay. Yeah, well, no, I'll take it. There's definitely stuff we can do with it. But have a little think about what you might want on that hide armor. We might be able to add some stuff to it. It doesn't have to be too fancy, but I do. That's my specialism is the concealing of items, shall we say, and making things look different to what they're supposed to be used for. So have a little think.
Okay, yeah, no problem. I'll have a think.
And she brushes it off a little bit more as you get there. It's a little bit dusty, but it'll do the job.
Thank you. So you say 5 gold, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Nice and easy.
She goes back to getting the rest of the shops out, filling the space that's just left with that hide being left.
Sorry, I didn't actually catch your name. What's your name?
My name's Illy.
Illy. Thank you for your help, Illy.
No
I'll
worries.
be sure to come back and get some of your customizations done
please
in
do.
the future.
Wait, do a couple of jobs, get yourself some gold, and come and see me, and we'll create something special.
Fantastic. I shall see you soon.
She gives you a little wave and goes back.
Okay. I do also want to try and find a quarterstaff as well.
Okay.
So I guess it's, I mean,
More difficult here.
yeah.
So this
I
is
think it's going to be like a set weapons. It's not really going to be a weapon store, is it? It's going to be more.
no. You're with a quarterstaff. You're better because I mean it's a starting weapon, right? You're better when we're in certain areas looking to scavenge. Outside the city, you'll probably be able to scavenge some quarterstaff, unless you want a specific magical quarterstaff, and then that's a different thing altogether.
Yeah. I mean, is there a magical sort of store down here, or would it be waiting for like when the travellers come? One of the,
probably. So the stores that are down within the headquarters are the Silk and Dagger Emporium, which are it's more it's more to do with like clothing and disguises and concealing and like making your normal attire look slightly different. You've got the Rogue's Arsenal.
Would the deer antler be something that could be turned into a quarterstaff? Or it could be part of a quarterstaff.
You'd probably want both of them together. Yeah, it could be part. It could be part of one if you wanted to use it as your. If you want to look at something with the deer antler being incorporated as part of a spell casting focus, we could look at that as well and have it do something for spells. Yeah, if you want to like embed it, but yeah, as a quarterstaff itself, that you'd want both of the antlers then, and then it wouldn't make that good a quarterstaff, I don't think. But yeah, we could definitely. It's definitely something that we could look at.
Oh, it'd be like the Darth Maul. He'd have like a central thing, and then the two antlers pop out.
I mean, it could.
And for some reason, they've got a red glow.
Yeah, the spell charge comes off them. So yeah, they're the shops.
What's that spell that?
You could do Flame Blade.
Not clairvoyance. The one. Oh, what's it called? Which means quarterstaffs do take your wisdom modifier. Yeah, Shillelagh. Cast Shillelagh on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that is the plan to.
Yeah,
when I get a quarterstaff to.
Yeah, we can look at quarterstaff. If you want a basic one, I reckon you'd be just better. When we get to an area that is outside of town, you'll probably be able to forage some sort of large street. Or if you even went to Old Bridge, you could probably the treant's probably still laying there in some way, shape, or form. You could probably get quarterstaff.
That's true. I'll bear that in mind.
Did you say there's a blacksmith in there?
No, it's the only one they don't have. So the Rogue's Arsenal is where Grakar is, where the guy Zaga goes to. That's more lockpicks, poisons, smaller daggers and knives, and like tools of the thievery trade. So it's like Silk and Dagger is disguises and appearance. Rogue's Arsenal is thievery and like discreet weapons. You've got the apothecary, which is where the alchemist works, which is obviously going to be potions and stuff like that. And then that's it. And then the other one is like the post office.
Did Bon want to go see Al the chemist?
Yeah, I did want to. That was the other thing I wanted to do. To go to the apothecary.
Mm-hmm.
To try and get some herbs.
Yeah. So yeah, you can head straight over there if you want.
Yeah, I'll head over there.
Nice.
Unless anyone else wants to do anything in the meantime.
No.
That's right.
No.
Unless Hector's running around, in which case Zaga will try and grapple him.
With your new gauntlet. He's on my shoulder. I think I'll go with Von.
I changed my mind. I'm gonna go with Von.
I think I'll go. I don't need anything, but I'll just go for the walk.
Mm-hmm.
Do I need anything? I don't think I do. I'm just kind of cool, yippling along with my floaty cloak.
Nice.
Every now and then, I cast Gust on his cloak. Whenever he looks a little bit sad, I just do it.
On whose cloak?
On Arta's cloak.
Arta's cloak.
Why did Arta look sad? And Arta can make his.
No, if it stops billowing for any reason, I'd like to cast Gust. Just
you want to use a spell slot? Is it a cantrip?
This cantrip.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Just to try and cheer up Von.
Yeah.
Fair. I'll
But
allow
without him ever knowing.
Von or Arta?
Without Arta ever knowing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, I need that.
But he's got quite good passive perception, but I still think he wouldn't notice.
It does it all the time anyway, so you're just like, oh yeah, okay, cool. I'll make that work. Nice. So Arthur's cloak's billowing. Looks like he's got a little trumpy bottom. You pick up Faywin and head over to the apothecary. It is almost looks a little bit like this one looks more like a circus tent rather than like an actual stall, although it is a permanent market stall that's here. All black material on the outside of this tent. As you kind of like have to fight your way through the entrance, as you get inside, you're hit with like the strong smell of like burning incense, but in a way that it's so pungent, it like absolutely like fills your nostrils, completely ruins your sense of smell. That's all you smell, almost like it's being used to mask whatever other smells might be going on in here. The smell of that hits you so strong, just to like poof, kick you out as you come into the tent. It's like, oh, and it's fairly dimly lit as you come in. And then once you get inside, the tent itself is much bigger than would appear. Where it looks like it's a lot of cloth, there's actually like a decent amount of shelving set up with lots of small vials and slightly larger potions that are lining the two sides. And in front is like what looks to be like part chemistry step, part till, where there is as you kind of getting in the full surrounding of the tent of the shop, you notice the back curtain just like moving, and you realize that in the same black material as the tent, this figure turns around, and as you think it's just like the billowing of the tent, a face appears. It looks to be almost disconcerting in a low light. Looks to just be like a floating face, very slight that you can see the details of this face, and this black cloak as they step forward.
Hello. Sorry. I was looking to acquire some herbs. Looking to make some potions, in particular healing. Do you happen to have anything I can purchase?
Silence goes on a little bit too long. What exact ingredients are you looking for?
I don't know the exact ingredient.
Fabian steps behind Von because she doesn't like this person. He's scary. A bit like Snape.
Hmm.
I mean, can I do a check with a medicine check to get an idea of what kind of herbs I'd need?
Yeah, what are you trying to make? You want with an alchemy kit? You're talking about?
I got a herbalism kit.
Herbalism kit. Sorry.
Yeah. So it allows me to create remedies and potions with that with the stuff that's inside the herbalism kit.
Ability checks to make or apply. Yeah, so we need to build up to this.
Yeah.
So you
and I've got proficiency.
You would, yeah. So that means when you're making them, you can add it to them, but you don't know necessarily.
Okay.
What you would need. So it's something to find out from people as you go, or to study. I suppose a downtime activity for you would be taking things like the vials of acid, or taking a potion of healing and rolling your ability checks on it to like take a sample and try and break it down to find out what you could use.
Okay.
So yeah, I think
in that case,
as a start off, you wouldn't know what you want, but yeah, if you get hold of any of the potions you get coming for any potion that comes up, you can be like, I want to take a sample of it to on my downtime, roll an ability check to try and break it out into component parts, so I could get the parts to build it, and we'll do it that way.
Yeah. Okay. Well, in that case, I have. Do you have any potions of healing available for purchase by any chance?
Yes.
Fantastic. Can I? How much are these potions? Is the basic potion of healing?
A potion of healing is 40 gold pieces.
40 gold pieces. Can I take 2, please?
Cool.
And then the figure just like disappears back into what's your passive perception? You're close enough to the till. As you realise they step back like it looks like they disappear until you realise there's like the till, or the till, I'm calling it till, makes it sound shit. The desk that they were kind of serving and working at, and then probably like 5 foot back from that is a black curtain which they kind of slipped in between, and there must be something behind that black curtain. Slip back, and then a few seconds later come back out again and present 2 potions of healing. 80 gold pieces, please.
There you go.
Nice. Make sure
80 gold pieces.
and make sure you add them to your inventory.
Yeah.
As you like hand over the gold as well, you just hear like a deep sniff. You are friends with the elf.
I kind of poke my head round.
The elf.
You're
yes, Bo. Of course, yes. Yeah, we are the ones that, I guess, rescued him from what was happening in Oldbridge.
Is he okay? Do you know? Have you heard from him?
I do not know.
Oh,
He was a talented alchemist.
yes, he was. Are you?
Is there anything else I can help with you today?
I think that's it for today. Thank you. Yes, we best be on our way.
The figure just kind of turns off to the side.
And yeah, we leave the tent.
Oh, can I ask him? Do
Mhm.
you have any recipe books for potions and things? Do you ever write them in a book or anything like that?
I need not a book for my potions.
Okay, have a nice day.
Cool.
I don't like it. As we walk away,
Yep.
outside of earshot, I want to say to Ron, how much did he charge you? 40 gold.
40, yes.
God, there are 50 gold in that magic shop that Zaga wants to rob.
Well, Viper did say that they get the best prices down here, so
Oh, I should have come here before. I'm 100 gold down instead of 80. Crazy.
I mean, do you want one of these
No,
potions? I
no,
got
On.
my healing, and I only really wanted to get one to kind of, work on myself, to get an idea about these potions.
Oh, you should have said I've got 2 potions of healing already.
Oh, that's okay. It's fine. We can never have too many potions of healing with the sort of trouble we get in.
That's true. Hey, I also have don't forget I've got the acid vials, the ones that I was saying about for the arrows. So if ever you want to have a look at that or you need that for something, then just let me know.
That could be useful, yeah.
I also have
Thank you.
some juicy good berries and some good berries knocking around, so just give me a shout. I've managed to
Juicy good bit.
juicy there it's legit. 2 HP per berry I hear.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, just shout me if I've just seem to be collecting things, so
You get your own little shop.
Thank
over
you.
I am shopping in character. Hey, do you know that Ottar, how do you think he knows Elvish? Do you think he knows anything else? Can you try and find out what other languages he can speak?
I can try, but
Fabian's just excited that she can speak to someone without being listened to by the rest of the group.
Mhm.
Okay, we'll find out. Find out what I'm thinking.
okay.
But don't make it obvious for him. Because I can't speak to you in Elvish anymore because he'll understand. I don't.
I mean, it's the only language that we both speak, I believe, apart from Common. So
Well, Well, you best learn something. Let's both learn how to speak. Not Draconic, because I can speak Draconic. I'll think of something.
I mean, I do know a couple of other languages, but they're not necessarily the easiest to learn.
What can you speak?
I can speak Orcish and
Ugh.
Undercommon.
Ugh.
Yes, not the most eloquent of languages, but
I shan't be learning those.
as I say, it's the only other languages I know. So
Okay.
I imagine Otter probably speaks one of them as well, at least. So
Probably.
Okay.
I say out of character. To clarify.
just hear Otter shout in the distance.
What?
He's got supersonic hearing as well as that loud speech. thing.
Thaumaturgy.
Yeah. Okay, thanks.
Cool.
Yes, we head back to the rest of the group.
Head back to the group. Rest of you are chowing down some sweet, delicious coffee and breakfast. Oh, there it is. Cool. So yeah, what would
Zagara's had to taste the duck, and now he wants more.
I need more duck.
He's also a little bit disappointed that the duck was cooked.
Yeah. I mean, for most people, that's a necessity. So where you going? All have had by this time. You would have had enough time to get some grub, get yourself nice and fulled up. Where are you heading off to?
Oh, are we going over to the residential area or what?
Yeah, I think it's best for us to head to the residential area first.
Mm-hmm.
Do we need to disguise ourselves again? Faywin.
You did a good job, Saga, but I was just so ugly.
What do you mean? That was attractive for an orc.
I don't want to be an orc. I can't even speak Orcish. They could have easily caught me out. Did you know that Von can speak Orcish? How strange is that?
I mean, it's probably an ex-girlfriend of his.
Probably. But who would date an... Oh, no.
You know, who would shag a dwarf?
She blushes.
Shag a dwarf. Nice. So you're heading out? Where are you heading to?
The residential area.
Yeah,
It's a big area, though. I don't know how we're going to cover this.
it's a big area. So yeah,
Hasn't
you
someone
can.
got a bird that can fly above us and tell us where things are, though?
Yeah.
Mhm.
But we need to know what we're looking for. But,
We're looking for a male tiefling in a city full of tieflings.
right.
That should narrow it down.
Arthur puts his hand up. Oh, pick me, pick me.
Zagara ignores Arthur.
Before Faywin pays attention to Arthur,
Mm-hmm.
she summons her beast of the sky in the form of a duck.
In the form of a duck.
Yep.
Meh.
Zaga stares at the duck.
Yeah, as it flies off. Not the greatest. I mean, it's a spectral beast, so it's easy enough to fly. But Jesus Christ, it looks hard work. Ducks aren't made to stay in the air that long.
Yeah, but it's a magic duck.
At least it doesn't.
I know
actually
it's a magic
fall.
duck. It just makes it look much harder than it was.
It might have huge balls, you never know.
Could have.
Did you just say it does have huge balls?
Is
The
this
duck
one?
last week had huge balls.
Oh my good. Perfect. So you guys, yeah, it is a large area. So what are you looking out for with your as you make your way? So making your way is easy enough. You can come out from the fish and shamrock and go down. Essentially, you're making your way from the middle of the city down towards the southwest.
Would you say we're making our way downtown?
Making your way. Well, you're already in town. You're making your way.
It's the suburbs
To
we're
the-
going to,
to
really.
the
It's
suburbs,
residential
yeah.
area.
Yeah, unfortunately. So you're going past. Well, essentially, past on the east would be closer to the Silent Dagger. You're going to the kind of west and the south, a little bit away from where the old bridge was. In that west area is this where they've sent you. So you're going to kind of be wandering around, looking for stuff. So it's what you want the birds to look out for. What you guys want to, if you want to use any skills specifically. We might do a skill challenge for it for narrowing down what you're looking for. But I need you to tell me what it is you actually are looking for.
After you had your hand up, did you have something you wanted to share?
Oh, you just said we were looking for a male tiefling. And I was volunteering as tribute.
Right.
Yeah, I say we sacrifice the tiefling.
You knew that wasn't what I meant.
Okay, so let's focus. What do we want to find from this trip? Because my duck can only fly for so long.
Well, we're looking for a vow, aren't we? And maybe that cat thing.
I mean, I think maybe if we get the bird to look out for the tabaxi, I mean, it's not going to be anywhere near as many tabaxis as tieflings around.
But the tabaxi's sneaky and small
I can
and
get
good at hiding.
I can get my duck to be a smaller bird. Less conspicuous. Does it matter what size it is?
With the bird.
Obviously, if it's like an albatross, then it's a bit different, but
For what? For being sneaky?
yeah.
It's a dragon.
No,
bird.
yeah. It doesn't necessarily. It's a spectral bird, so it's a little bit more obvious than other birds because it will give off a slight color. If you want to remain unseen, it'd have to fly at a higher height, which would make like DCs a little bit higher for like spotting stuff. If you wanted them to be able to spot stuff, they're going to have to be lower to the ground and therefore potentially able to be seen.
Okay. Fine.
So it's really up top, yeah.
If we tell it, look for, I can't remember what it's called, the tweenies thing. What was it?
Tabaxi?
Tabaxi.
Tabaxi,
Oh,
that's
the
it.
tweenies. I was like, what the hell are you going about?
Well, I was thinking Twix, then I was like, it's not
Mhm.
Twix. Whatever.
Can we find the tweenies?
If I tell the bird to look for the tweenies, is it going to know what that is?
Do you know what it is?
A tiny little ugly.
You've
We-
seen the.
We met a
tabaxi,
tabaxi
yeah,
at the
tabaxi.
warehouse. We
Yep.
was getting the cart.
Mhm. Yeah, so you can convey because you know what. So you're essentially saying, look for this.
Okay, cool.
Cool. So yeah, if you can send her out, and then you're going to wander the streets. I'm assuming. Yeah.
Yes, I guess so.
Cool. So yeah, it takes you an hour or so to get down and get into at least the proper part of Slums, so away from far enough away from the central squares that you are within the narrow streets. This and we've gone through this a few times. Like the closer to the center you are, the taller these kind of residential and more permanent the buildings look. The further out towards the wall that you get, they drop down to single height, and a lot of them look a lot less put together, a lot less brickwork, a lot more metalwork used, and some of the structures then there's no conformity to the buildings. The further out you get, it just is find a space, build a house, and if you can make it nicer than the person next to you, go for it. But they don't look like they're new buildings. They look like they've been around for a while. So this is like an established slum part of the residential part of the city. The roads aren't really roads. They're just hardened dirt tracks between the different alleyways. They probably range from 10 to 20 foot wide, depending on where you're going, and it kind of ebbs and flows ins and out. Lots of different alleyways down the sides of houses. So it's you feel it almost feels in certain areas it feels almost a little bit like oppressive that whilst the buildings are only single height, they're still tall enough that they're cutting out certain light, and you're in some instances in quite narrow alleys in an area that you don't really know as a group kind of walk around trying to find stuff. Roll a perception check for the bird.
With the like possible psionic illnesses that Piper was mentioning, is there any sort of like telltale signs we can hear or see that we can kind of look out for to get an idea of some of these people, if the illness is around some of these people,
Yeah,
they're just wandering the street.
Didn't really get given any indication of what to look for it. Other than from what she said, it's just now you're like, shit, maybe I should have asked some more information on what it was. But it was like, we don't know what it is, but the people that they spoke to, the people that go missing, some people were turning up, and it's like, what the equivalent of what they put down to being like, oh, you've just been on like a 3-day bender, where the hell have you been? But the people don't remember what's going on. Others just disappear completely. So yeah, there's just lots of different, they were just saying in this area there's lots of different hit marks for strange things happening, and they haven't quite drawn the red line around it to say this is what's going on.
Okay.
7 for the bird.
7. So the bird is struggling to spot. Doesn't spot Atabaxi at all, but even spot people because of the built-up nature of this slum. Essentially, there's slightly larger buildings, slightly smaller buildings, lots of small alleyways, which are the main roads, and then lots of small alleyways, which the ones that were like the 5-foot gap ones that run between the houses, sometimes even thinner slightly, mostly are covered. So there's only a certain amount of visibility that the bird's going to get as it's flying around, doesn't pick up anything. Can you all roll a d6 for me and just tell me whether you get a 1 or a 6?
Got a 6.
I got a 6.
I got a 1.
I also got a 1.
No, I got 2.
We managed to roll 4 1s or 6s in that.
1, 1, 6, 6. Nice.
All 4 of you die.
Yeah. Cool. You are wobbling your way and walking your way through the towns and streets. You, as part of kind of keeping an eye above of what's going on, and on the street, you see at the corner of one of the kind of alleyways 2 dogs fighting. And as you can hear the barking going on, from glance, these dogs look to be like strays of some sort as they're barking and fighting. And as you get like 1 or 2 steps closer, you hear the sound of a cat fighting back, just like the hiss of something there.
Zaga wants to investigate.
Is it just these guys that saw that? Because I didn't get the 1 and 6.
No, as a party you do.
Okay, cool.
As a party, you kind of, you hear these, the dogs barking loud at each other. It sounds like dogs fighting, and then you hear the cat like the meow and the of it.
Is there any way
Fighting back.
to get around the other side? Is there another entrance to this street?
Possibly, but you wouldn't know. You'd be taking if each of the blocks of the houses are like little mazes. So as you're walking down this road, but almost an alley, you can see there's an odd alley down to the left or down to the right. You could try and go right and then meander your way through. You're not sure though. It's not like a set square, so you might end up 2 houses over, you might end up 3 houses over, you might find there's not actually another left turn back for a while and you have to go right again before you get around. So you could try and find your way through, but it feels like you'd be moving your way down alley systems, hoping there's another left turn to get back on track. If that makes
Zaga
sense.
wants to try that anyway.
Okay.
Just if everyone else is gonna.
Well, how wide is this alleyway?
This one's it's like 20 foot as you are now, and it's narrowing down to the corner where you can see the dogs fighting.
Fucking hell, this is bigger than my street.
Yeah.
Zaga indicates to the group that he's going to try and find a way around the other side of the alley.
Are you sure, Zaga? I was gonna say do what you do best. That you don't usually warn us about.
Oh, the other thing.
The other thing.
Zaga cancels his plan and turns invisible.
Mm-hmm.
This thing says nobody.
Who said that?
That thing.
Zaga will now stealthily approach.
Cool. Roll a stealth check. 10. Nice. So you stealthily approach up. So as you're like coming up to the corner where you can see the dogs fighting, you for best view, you're going to be best like crossing to the left to get a clear view. You can see the 2 dogs they are barking towards this cat. The cat seems to be sat on what looks like, from where you are, a person, but the person's not moving.
Human person?
Yeah, it looks, well, human, elf, half elf, looks to be more humanoid than bugbear or something else.
Zaga stealthily goes back to the group and relays this while still staying invisible.
If it's doesn't sound like it's a tabaxi or tiefling.
No, but the person looks like they might be sick or something. They look like they're in trouble. These dogs are going at them.
Was that the sickness they were Viper was talking about?
If it is, I don't want to get any closer to him.
That's not what we're here for. Let's just stick to what we're here for.
Arthur shrugs.
Zaga shrugs, but he's invisible, so no one sees him.
I continue walking off and going looking around the area.
Mm-hmm. This you could all duck left into a thin alleyway to try and get a road over, but you're either turning around or you're walking past. So essentially, like, you're on the road. There's the dogs barking here. You're gonna have to pass them if you want to carry on down the road, or you can kind of all cut through an alleyway on the left or the right, depending. There's no like, well, unless you want to walk, so it's walk around and walk backwards or cut through.
I'll cut through.
Cool.
Yeah, I think cut through.
Nice. So yeah, you cut through left and you'll squeeze through. This is kind of like fairly tight. 5 foot max is the distance it gets to. Comes down a little bit tight as you kind of wiggle through some of the houses. The mud between the houses you can see is wet. It's like maybe there's certain like people are throwing water or wastewater stuff out of the small windows or holes on the side of these buildings. It's a bit muckier as you get through this bit, but you manage to push your way through and come out onto another street, slightly smaller street this time. It only looks to be about 10 foot max wide between houses. As again, yeah, it looks as similar as the one before, but again, no conformity to the houses, just residential bits on there. The odd person moving backwards and forwards that keeps themselves to themselves and heads down as they walk around. What are you gonna do? Look for, go.
I think we'll just carry on moving, but maybe keep an eye out to see. Don't know if anyone. I'm imagining that, like, I don't know, people that are possibly under this psionic thing would look fairly like vacant and kind of just. So I want to kind of keep an eye out for that sort of, like, anyone being that sort of character.
Okay. Yeah. So there's not a huge amount of people walking around the streets, but yeah, everyone seems to be keeping themselves to themselves as they're walking around. Roll a perception check for just keeping an active perception up.
That is a 21.
21, nice. So we'll keep that up for as you're moving through the streets and you're kind of actively just watching out and looking for that sort of behaviour as you're there.
I guess I want to keep an eye out for anyone else who's like sick, just to kind of avoid, maybe. Probably not the right word, but yeah. Avoid.
Yep.
That's really all I'm going to do. I'm going to kind of follow everyone else's lead.
Okay. So yeah, you carry on down the street, making your way across, looking out for anyone that is showing any signs of kind of sickness or like gormlessness. You pass down one street, make a turn at a T-junction to make your way somewhere else. You see that a few more people moving up and down the roads as it gets closer to the kind of edge on the wall. There's a few more people making their way backwards and forwards, starting their days or coming back from certain shops. You see like the odd rat moving around here and there as well. As you get into like the exterior of the town, No sign of anyone like perched up that looks in any odd way. Most of the people walking past, like I say, they see you guys would look out of place in the slums, being as armed as you are. As you're moving kind of backwards and forwards in the different areas. But yeah, you see, and with that active perception of 21, the rats, you see like 1 or 2 rats as you make your way like further down. You see like a few more of them, almost like there's like a congregation of rats, or an area that like a lot more of them are moving around than others. So you kind of backwards following the trail of I see 1 rat, then I see 2 rats, 3 rats. Like as the frequency is increasing, it seems to be the direction you are walking in.
Are they normal looking rats?
Roll investigation. Roll a nature check.
That is an 11.
11. They look pretty ratty, as rats go. They don't look super healthy. A lot of them are looking pretty skinny and muddy, but you're not sure whether that's just the condition of the rats in the condition of this place. This place doesn't look overly healthy, but then again, it's got rats in it, right?
Oh God, do we have to solve the plague? Everyone check their armpits.
So yeah, you're making your way towards it. You're seeing a few more, like I say, of these. But then again, you're passing in between as people moving backwards and forwards, mainly keeping their head down. They're not used to seeing armoured adventurers kind of wandering around this part of the sea. And people seem to be going about their daily business in most ways, shapes, or form. But yeah, no sign of a tabaxi as you're keeping an eye out. Anything else? Anywhere else you'd be trying to look for? Things you'd be trying to look out for?
We tried the sewers. I just kind of say to the group. I mean, could be. You said he was a tricky little one. Could he be like hiding in the darkness, like a bad smell?
This whole place is a bad smell.
It can only. I mean, it can only get worse, right?
I'm not sure that's the phrase, but unfortunately, I think you might be right.
Where is Hector?
In my pocket. Why?
Just asking.
Oh my god, are you gonna roll initiative for Hector versus the rats? Because I'm crying.
I mean, Hector should be good at killing rats, but that's by the by.
He's in my pocket. His little head's poking out though.
Cool. Yeah, you carry along. Like I say, you get the feeling this doesn't look too dissimilar from what a sewer might look like. As you are following Vaughn, you'll pick up that there's a few with the rats running around. You see there's a few cats, and there seems to be like 1 or 2 cats. They're again like the rats increasing now. The sighting of some of these cats either sat trying to do chase bits on there, but yeah, one of them's out, and you can see there's a few that seem to be on the hunt.
Does only Von see that?
He would pick up. No, you'd all see. I think you'd all see cats, but yeah, I think for him, he's picking up the intention more of cats.
I want to say to Vaughn, do you think that they're all shape-shifting like you?
I don't think so. No, I
Maybe
think
they
they're
work
actual
trapped
cats.
in warehouses, eh? Ha ha!
Alright. Well, do they look like they? I mean, they just look like normal cats on the hunt. They don't really look like they're being affected by anything else.
Not at sight. They look. I mean, again, it's really difficult. They look mangy, but
Yeah, because of the area is just.
they're in this area,
Yeah,
so
you don't
it's
know whether
difficult.
it's because of the area. Or
Yeah, it's not like they're not pristine house cats that are rocking around here. They look like they're in a house. One of them seems to jump down from one of the first story that it's on. There's a few of them that were sat there watching the rat run and not having any success. One seemed to jump down and kind of make its way towards Faywin.
Can I go away? I just got a shiver. Would animal handling be allowed to see what the animal's intention is? Because if it goes for Hector, I'm about to swipe this cat.
Animal handling will be for trying to control the animal rather than necessarily work out what its intention is. But yeah, it comes up to you and is for like it's being a cat. It's curious. There's a tasty smell coming from you. So it comes up to your comes up right up to, like, as it's walking, kind of comes up to you and does the cat thing, goes to your leg, kind of goes around your legs a little bit, looks up, and you can see it's taking a small sniff here and there.
Do I have any meat on me? Other than Hector.
What about a pan au chocolat?
I'm all out. I don't have any meat.
Just feed a bit of Zaga to him. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
On the side that like Hector's on that that's the leg side that the cat's at as it reaches its paws up on your legs.
Oh. Hello. Can Hector react? Can Hector move?
Can Hector move?
Like, is he? Can he get?
He's
out
just
of my
fucking.
pocket and up to my
He's just
shoulder?
living his life in your pocket. If he wants.
Does Hector?
Hector's
react, like,
Hector's
respond?
hidden
Yeah.
in the pocket, so yeah, he can make his way up to the thing if you want.
Yeah. I want this mangy little rat bag away from my weasel.
Yeah.
I would recommend keeping him hidden away rather than on show if you don't want the cat to go near the weasel.
He's sniffing my pocket. I say to Von. Do you
Mhm.
think he's hungry? I have no food.
I mean,
There's crumbs from Hector.
look at all these cats. They all look hungry. They all.
What a horrible place.
Let's just keep moving and hope they stay here and don't follow eyeing up Hector.
Like it still has its claws like onto your, like not digging into you, but like it's got the grip on your leg.
If I move, will it get off?
I don't know, it's a cat.
Can I try and move?
Yeah. You
I'd
go to
like
walk.
to move from this cat.
So as you start walking forward, the cat, it kind of holds on as you move, and then it's now just following on your like ankle.
Invisible Zaga pipes up.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Faywin, why don't you try talking to that cat that won't let go of you?
I suppose I could.
And do it quick before it pees on you.
Oh yeah, cats do that all the time.
So do kobolds. And then I cast Speak with Animals.
What do you mean?
Who said that? And then I put my thumb up at Faywin.
So I can now speak with animals for 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And in Cattish. Hello. That's what I'm gonna say.
What, mate?
Are you okay? What's going on here?
I just want some food.
Oh, I don't have
got
any.
some
I'm really
food?
sorry.
I can smell food.
I don't have any food.
Just a little bit of food, and it reaches up to your. How are you talking? Are you crouching down to talk to this cat? Are you just
No, I'm just standing up. by
just
the
standing
cat.
up, looking down at the cat, like, "Hello, cat."
Yeah. Why are you? Why are you clawing me?
I can smell food.
I mean, look at all the rats around. Surely you
yes,
can catch one.
I tried, but there's food here, new food.
There's not new food. I don't know what you're talking about. I do not have any food.
You can see the cat like goes back onto its rear paws, looking like it's gonna like jump up to like climb its way up you.
I fire an Eldritch Blast next to the cat.
Next to the cat,
Yeah, so it doesn't hit the cat, but
Yeah.
it's
as you fire off, it scatters up your leg, and like up onto your shoulder. This cat is just like gripped into you now.
Me or Otter?
You. So the Eldritch Blast has hit the ground next to this cat as it was getting ready to pounce up. That's just set it off. It's like scattered its way up you. You've felt the claws into your leg as you went through, as it's climbed its way like up.
Hey, get off! What are you doing?
You bashing it away.
Can I try and grab it by the scruff of its neck
Yeah.
and put it back on the floor?
Yeah, grab it. It's got like low strength. So yeah, you grab, like pull it off you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like why? And then you throw it, and it scatters, hits the ground, and runs off.
That was really weird.
Can you roll a
Okay.
Constitution saving throw, please?
Oh god, she's going to become infected. Kill her now. Take her head.
Do I tell you it or type it to you?
Tell me, it's fine.
10.
10.
I have Max ready to check ahead.
You have what ready?
My halberd ready to take ahead like that. So. I don't.
Oh, it wasn't. He's got his warhammer ready.
I want to tell everyone, not in cattish from here. That cat was just asking me for food all the time. I don't even have any food. What the hell was that you fired off?
That's not what Zaka thinks about your pocket.
You think he was trying to eat Hector?
That'd be a safe bet, yeah. That was an Eldritch Blast.
Cat?
I just wanted to scare it away, that's all.
Oh, okay.
I thought the cat did the Eldritch Blast for a second. I was very confused. Obviously, I saw all this, but still, when he said that, he was like, what?
I've not seen that before. It was quite impressive. Thank you. Although, kind of had the adverse effect, although I suppose
Yeah, I was expecting it to run up onto you.
that would have been nicer, I suppose.
Did it say anything about all these rats?
No, I asked it why it hasn't eaten it, and it said there's new food in town, so it was after. I think it might have been after Hector, but at least it's gone now.
No, we can't have Hector. Hector's spoken for.
As a friend, not food, Saga.
Saga doesn't say anything. And he's invisible, so Fabian doesn't know where he is.
He's just moving
Saga
around.
appears on Faywin's shoulder.
He reaches into the famous pocket and sees.
It's a high pocket.
You having these conversations about the thing, Faywin, you are taken back a little bit by how kind Art has been. It's very nice that Art has been so kind about what that situation was. Arta. Yeah.
Oh, Arta.
That
Arta.
wasn't very nice. Art is usually always lovely.
What was nice? Sorry, did I miss that? What was nice about him?
Actually, he was asking you about what went on, and just the way he just comforted you after that was just nice. You liked it.
Oh,
Art feels
you're
uncomfortable
really-
and he doesn't know why.
You're really. You're about to know what. You're
Arthur feels a bit sick.
really sweet then, Arthur. Thank you for caring.
Art runs behind Von Van. Says, "Protect me." I think that cat did something to her.
You see, as you've had this conversation now, as you look behind, like, cat jumps down, 1, 2, 1 peers around behind, and you just start hearing them. And these look behind you. This like small pack of probably like 4 or 5 cats are now just appearing, and all seem to be looking at you. If any of you like were a little bit one that's like, whoa, you see one just down by your foot. You hear it hiss at you as it arches its back.
At who, Fabian?
Yeah, just it doesn't matter. One person in general. As you're like looking around, you spot like 1 or 2. You're like, whoa, and then like one's like in an alleyway near you. As you were to look down, you're like, oof, is it hisses?
I want to kick the cat and send it flying.
Go roll an attack.
Unarmed attack.
Yeah.
Does that just be what? Strength, would it?
It says it on there. I think it is. If you do an unarmed, it's on your actions. It's normally strength.
Looking at spell, that's fine. That'd be a 10.
10. Sorry, give me a second. Maybe click off a page. No, as you swing for the cat dodges out of the way. Hisses at you again and just darts back slightly out of range.
Why are
Fuck
these
off.
cats surrounding us? I prefer dogs. don't tell Von, because I know he shapeshifts into a cat.
They're pretty feral.
Do you think that we should keep moving? I don't really want to get surrounded. They think we've got food and we don't, so...
Can we, like, run?
You want to run from a cat?
Yeah, why would we run?
I don't want to waste spell slots, do I?
Fair. But
You've
shall
got
we
a big fucking hammer, Arthur.
Yeah, but I'm a regular swinger. I don't know if you've seen. Oh, you probably haven't. This is more for show. It's like a ceremonial thing.
Ceremonial.
He's very good at
As-
ceremony.
As you guys are watching, these cats, like there's like almost Velociraptor style, like spreading around a little bit and arching your way, like arcing their way kind of towards you slowly. Just not overly aggressive, but like if someone makes a move like Otar did, then yeah, you get the hiss and they'll dodge out of the way, and then again just go back to stalking slightly.
Why are they stalking? Are we about to become their prey?
You hear from like
Are we the bad guys?
But yeah, behind you up the street, about 10, 15 foot, you hear just someone go, "Ha ha! Watch out for the cats! God, come on, come down, come here, come here." Turn around, there's like an older gentleman, like whispery white hair, bald on top, and it's kind of long, clothes look super disheveled and stuff, and he's just leaning on the side of his house, like giggling at essentially your situation.
Is he calling us to come down? or
Yeah,
calling-
he's literally laughing at you guys. Yeah.
Do you think
Zaga being invisible will wander over, somewhat stealthily.
Mm-hmm. Roll a stealth check.
Natural 1, baby.
This is wet mud, so yeah, you are leaving footprints behind, sir.
Little dragon footprints squelching in the mud.
He's like, yeah, and as you like kind of catch, he's like, yeah, watch out for those cats, they'll get you.
What do you mean they'll get us?
Well, they're feral, you see. They can just like eating people and start scratching. The dogs are doing the same. It's going crazy around here. What are you guys doing down here in the slums?
Why does that voice sound like the old guy from Family Guy?
Hi
Redvant
there. Hi there, Chris. You want to come and touch me?
Yeah, that one.
I can make him like that if you want, but it'd be weird.
It's disgusting. What do you mean the dogs are doing it too?
Yeah, the dogs, they're all going crazy. Everyone's hungry. There's some weird shit going around. What are you doing down here in the slums, though? You look lost.
We're looking for somebody.
Oh, everybody's looking for somebody, though. But most people down here ain't nobody.
I'm looking for somebody I used to know.
Now, that was a song one time.
Hey, how do you know the songs of my people? Says the invisible thing leaving footprints.
Oh, you got yourself a little invisible friend down there. I see your footsteps, my little man. Sorry, did you ask a question?
Have you seen any tabaxi about?
Tabaxi, you say? No, well,
I would say a tiefling, but there's plenty of them about, so I'd go with a tabaxi.
there's a lot of tiefling about. This is the home of the tieflings. Tabaxi, maybe. Well, there was some chatter that there was some mighty fine dressed folk, not too dissimilar to yourself, walking around here a few days ago.
You happen to know where they went?
I don't keep myself to myself. Just like to enjoy when people get caught by the cats, that's all. But no, I keep them. There's nothing good come from sticking your nose in other people's business.
Can
You're
I
an
keep
inside check.
an eye on the cats during this
Yeah, roll an
conversation?
inside check. Yeah,
Inside.
you keep on the cats. Yeah.
That'll be 12.
12. No, you get the feeling that if he has seen something, he definitely believes that there's no good in sticking his nose in. He's got nothing to gain by getting involved.
That was only 7.
Okay. You're looking back. The cats seem to have. They're not. You can't see them all creeping up behind you, but they've just dispersed back to the rooftops and stuff around you.
Listen, old man, if you know something, it's probably best you tell us.
Well,
My
I don't know who
reputation.
you are either. I'm just trying to tell you, watch out for the cats and just keep yourself safe, you know?
I'll be a 16 on intimidation.
Intimidation. Well. Okay. Well, I see that I've bumped myself into helping the wrong kinds of people, you know? If you, I haven't seen anything that I can help you with, but if you want all the information, you want to take anything, then go ahead. This is my house. You take what you need. You're not the first that have come through here to do so.
We're not going to take anything.
I'm not interested
from
in
you.
your stuff, old man. I just want to know what you know about this tabaxi and these well-dressed people you say you've seen.
I see. I
Zaga
just
was
see.
about to enter the man's house and rob it. And the others said they weren't interested.
You just see like the footstep step forward and then step back. Like I said, I seen him come through here a few days ago, and that's the end of it. I don't put my nose in other people's business. I just hear the chatter on the street.
You say pass through here. Which way did they go? Any idea?
Well, they came down this street over there, you see? And they walked probably down here. I don't know which street they came down. I just listened to the chatter. When some mighty fine folk come through dressed up, not from the slums, you know, that word gets around. I mean, you guys walking around here today, you're going to be setting off the same sort of chatter.
How many of them was there? Do you remember?
What did you say?
How many of them was there?
Again, I just hear. I hear that there's a few people walking around having conversations with these mighty fine dressed
You
folk.
said they were well-dressed people, so you must have seen them.
I said I heard the chatter. I don't necessarily mean I'm
So
going
how do
around
you know
watching
they were
everybody.
well-dressed? If you say here the chatter, you said they're well-dressed. Which is it?
Because the chatter tell me you, my friend, have got some sort of, I don't know what it is. I'm saving you here from these here cats, and you got here trying to wrangle an old
You're
man.
saving us from any cats. That's why you're telling us to come here.
Well,
You're not saving us from
I
jack shit.
was-
You
Jeez.
say they're well-dressed, but you only say you heard them.
No,
Which is
I said I heard on the chatter. People talk the same way people gonna be talking about your bearded ass.
People can talk about my babies. That's all I like. I don't give a shit. That's
Well,
my truth.
I'll bid you all adieu. Enjoy your day getting out of the slums. Thank you. And he just wanders himself back inside the house.
Does he shut the door behind him with Zaga inside?
And Zach, I don't think Zach went inside, did he?
No, you didn't.
No. No, he just wandered. He left the door open. He just wandered back inside.
I don't know, fool.
Did he say what the chatter was?
Oh, he was babbling out, actually. He said he's seen some well-dressed people. Then he said he didn't see them, he just heard them. Then it wasn't the fact that he heard them, he heard other people talking about them.
It's weird what you said about the cats and dogs. They're all becoming feral.
Well, maybe that's part of this sickness.
Maybe. Regardless, that cat came far too close to my face. I don't want that to happen again.
Yeah, we need
Especially
to.
with a feral.
We don't want to get catching any of these horrible diseases from these animals.
God, no.
Something about that old man. He said he likes to come out and watch the cats with the people. I mean, what the fuck's that all about?
We'll never know. Maybe, Von, you could knock on the door. Have a little chat with him. People seem to like you.
I don't think he wants to talk to any of us. I don't think it's worth it. I think we just need to move on. We need to get.
Yeah,
I feel like this trip into the slums is not helping us at all. We've got nothing so far, and
Nothing left, Von.
got nothing left.
Got nothing left.
I think we need. I feel like we should just head back out and maybe head over to the beer port.
As you're having this conversation, from outside that doorway, two little rats come out of that man's house and just scatter across your feet and run off.
Maybe he's a creator of the rats.
Did you say his door was still open?
Mm-hmm.
Zaga goes inside the house while invisible. He tries to be stealthy about it. Hopefully he won't leave footprints.
Yeah, go into the house, one. Yeah, roll a stealth check.
Nat 20.
Nat 20, nice.
Well,
yeah,
plus 5.
You dry your feet off from the mud and step into as the rats leave you, step into the house. It's very small, a little abode. The front is probably 10 foot by maybe a 10 foot square, maybe 10 by 15 foot, the front bit. And you can see that there's an open doorway to the center that seems to have some stairs that go down from there. So in this top bit up here, there's like a table with like 2 little chairs next to it, what looks to be kind of like a kitchenette area, and that's
Is the old man
that's
inside?
it. You can't see the old man at all, no.
From inside, I will cast my cantrip message, point back outside towards where
You could, well, yeah, could message. Do you still have to speak to do message?
I whisper.
Oh, because you are like literally, you've stepped inside the doorway. You are like less than 10 foot away from them. So you like
I don't want to yell.
Okay, cool. And I'm just letting you know that you could still see them from where you are.
Oh, if I can see them even easier, I just need to know where they are.
Yeah. So if you imagine it, it's a very small, like think made of tin, like caravan type size.
It just seems odd to me that there would be a door with an extra room downstairs. These don't look like the kind of houses that should have it from what we've seen wandering around. So I just send the message out. There's a downstairs. Something's odd here. I'm going down.
He's yelling timber.
There's a lot of
going deeper underground.
Cool.
So if Bond wants to tell them and they want to follow, that's up to them. But Zaga sneaks down the stairs.
Cool. So you sneak downstairs as you go down. Yeah, and it's a little half set of stairs, and it turns, comes back down on itself. It's you got dark vision, right?
Yes.
So it's pitch black down there as you get down to the bottom. Like the light, the doorway to the stairwell was like not even a full door width doorway, probably like 2 or 3, maybe 3-4 foot across. So and then it doesn't let any light in there. No natural light as you go down, and it's just dark when you get down. When you get to like 2 or 3 steps from the bottom, using dark vision, you can see that there's like either water on the floor and what looks to be like something moving across, and then like a lump that looks to be larger than the moving items or the water.
This is super weird.
I will relay the message on to the rest of them and say, I guess we're going to have to go down after him because we can't let him go in there on his own.
We can't leave him on his own. How are we going to explain to the old man why we're in his house? Maybe we can...
Well, he already said we could go in if we wanted.
Yeah, I suppose. There's 2 ways that we could do this. We're either saying, yes, we come in to rob you, or we could pretend to apologise.
I just walk in.
I mean, did Zaga say he didn't see the old man in there?
I didn't say.
He hadn't said it. He just said he's going downstairs. That's the last you heard from him.
I just walk in and go downstairs.
I walk in.
I'm standing at the edge of the steps. I have a feeling I'm about to be bumped into from behind by her.
With my double sight, which means I can see colours and that when dark. I can see better than. Do I see anything more than what Zaga would?
So hang on. So the stairway's like big enough for one person to come down. So Zaga's like two steps on the bottom, and you going in behind it. Are you all just following down the stairway, just so I know where you are?
I am. I don't know anybody else.
I'm right at the top of the stairs. I was very tentative about going in.
Okay. Yeah, you can. So as you go down the stairs, you can see. So what's your vision? It's dark vision, but with colours, right?
Yeah, essentially, I can see clearly.
No, the rain is gone.
No, not clearly. I just have to double check that. I see what it says. I think.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like dark vision, but with a bit more
I know it's
detail,
colours,
right?
but I don't know what the distance is. I've got 120 foot of dark vision.
Yeah. No, that's fine. So yeah, as you go down the stairs, you hear him coming down the stairs, Zaga, as Otto comes down. If they're actually there, you as you look out, you can see that the downstairs, like this bottom area, is boggy and wet, and you can see that there is the heaped body of that man that you were talking to. You can also see rats running across the left and right through the things and going out, and there looks to be some, like, they're disappearing either into the water or into some holes. There seems to be holes here or there from what you can see in this pitch black space. You then see across the body of the man there's some rats moving, but there's like a light glow to them, like a they're giving off a little bit of heat. They weren't, and Zaga, you didn't see them before. Now that Otter's down behind you, you can now see these rats moving as well.
Sorry, Devil's Sight. I can see normally in darkness, both magical and non-magical.
Cool. See, as you look out, that's what you see. You see the slumped body of the man. You recognise, like, the clothes of the man. He's there, looks not moving, laying in, like, probably a couple of inches of his body is covered by this sludge, water, mud. And then, as you get to the bottom, you just notice the amount of rats that are down here, and then these rats that have got this slight glow of them. They kind of like appear on and around the man's body as there seems to be like a fever building up, and the movement of these rats is getting more and more.
Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
What can you see?
It's a bit, I can see shapes, no colors, and
Well,
it looks weird. That old man is.
It smells actually, it just smells very boggy. Like, it doesn't, there's not like a huge smell of like death and decay down there. It just smells like like a bit of rat piss and shit.
This is a really weird room to have in this house. And why is that old man just lying on the floor over there?
yeah, that's the old man just lying in the water. That old man we saw. Oh, what we thought was that old man. There's
can
all
hear
these
them
rats.
upstairs, right?
Mm-hmm.
You see all these rats, and some of them have this strange glow to them. Something not right here.
As you say this, you see across the top of the man's body, like a swarm of these glowing rats, as the rest of the rats that are kind of like ambling around all stop for like half a second and then just start running towards you. If you can all roll initiative, we can pick this up next week.
Or
Don't you mean Thursday?
Sorry, on Thursday, yeah. Oh!
I got nat 20.
Nat
Plus-
20.
Plus 2 for 22.
19.
Woof.
I don't want to go so early.
Anyone who's next? 18, 17, 16, 15?
I got 14.
14 for Vaughn.
10 for Zaga.
Oh, someone swap me.
Artar?
Can we do that? Because I'd quite like to swap with Fabian.
No.
4.
4. Nice. So yes, we'll place the rest of you there on Thursday. But yes, in this dark apart from what you can see, Otter, these slightly illuminated rats turn and are just perched as the rest of the rats are just swarming, stop, and just start rushing to you on the stairway. So we will come back and pick it up on Thursday. Good place to stop now before we get into potentially a combat.
Potentially, we've showed initiative.
Oh, you might run away, you all pussy house. I don't know what you're going to do. Maybe you got some tricks up your sleeve. Darkness.
If only I was able to cast Fireball.